Well, you hear that? This live stream is brought to you by, unofficially, Ice Water. What you hear in this cup right now is an unofficial live sponsor that's here, unofficially, officially being within it, making it an easier place for me to be here with you if you're here for me. It's nice to have you here, Patriot1215. The live stream experience just started up, so hopefully you're here for the experience of me hanging out with you and you hanging out with me. And a live stream experience is here on the interweb. We're in the multiple places and spaces. Join in and be part of it on the Discord server if you want, or potentially here on YouTube, TikTok, and on Twitch where I'm live interacting with you. And I've got some great moderators across those platforms I just mentioned that are helping me create the place and space. I do appreciate them. They do it out of the kindness of their heart, and they're here to hang out with you as I'm here to hang out too. Thanks for the likes, Patriot1215. It's nice to have you jump in and be part of the live stream. Let's take the time to acknowledge those mods that are here on a daily basis. I don't know which of them are going to drop by, but we do got quite a bit of them. You know, even though we got this delicious ice water, it brings people into the conversation. And as we do have conversations, we try to keep them PG, and we do want to be showing up appropriately for the others in the room. And as well as me, I do have the mods to help me kind of do what I need to do to create it to be a place and space with the moderators being who they are and the people being who they are out there in the world. I don't know absolutely everything or everyone. A little team of peeps, some I know in real life and some I've met online. So I do have some people that I also am, contributing. Oh, what is that? That's not right. Nope, that's not right at all. Well, we got to fix that. I'm still here. Don't you worry. I had to go into the other side to make sure to get something done correctly. It's still happening to get yourself situated in the conversation and potentially with the others that are here in the room as well. Be a follower if you're not yet, and do like the live stream and share it so we can get more people in the room. As I'm a Benjamin creating a live stream experience, you can be within it if you want to be within it, or you can just be observing it if you want to be observing it. It's a live stream, so take it where you want to take it. Like you're on your phone, maybe you're not on your phone, maybe you're on a tablet. Just walk around with it and do have fun watching me out and about in public or potentially at home. I don't know where you are in life, but I was in the middle of thanking my moderators, and I saw that there was actually an issue over. Let's not get into what happened on the other side, but it was just nothing that big of a deal. It's just some things were. Anyways, the live stream experience is here on Twitch, YouTube, and on TikTok with me saying the things, doing the things, making it a place and space for you to be able to engage and interact. But with those moderators I was mentioning, I do want to say their names and let you know who they are, as they are marked in the chat. You can interact in the chat and you can actually see who the moderators are. You can follow them back. You can check out their content. You can be nice to them. You can send them direct messages. I'm not guaranteeing a friendship with you and my moderators, but I am saying they're here doing what they can. And maybe you should reach out to them. Tell them they're doing a good job. And also feel free to check out their content and even support them in their live streams. But my live stream experience has moderators across the platforms and doing what they can to create content too. It is a place and space. Nice to have you here. Thanks for being here, Bunny. It's nice to see you jump into the live stream over there on the, what is that? Oh, is that the very popular tickety talk? Anyways, the moderators I do want to bring attention to before we continue the rest of this live stream experience are Mikey Milwaukee, also from the school, that's School with a K. We also have Javier, Joe, and Brandon, known as Bobo Gizmo, and we've got ourselves some space cheese known as That's a Good of Cheese, and we also have the delicious cake in the live stream experience, and a peaceful guy named Peaceful Kevin. He's pretty peaceful. And we also have ourselves a Juliet, a Jamie Lynn, a Miranda Rosanna, who owns goats. Miranda Rosanna does own goats, so if you end up seeing her in the chat, chit chat with her. She's also someone posting content, and I believe she does a lot of the traveling. If you like Disney content, she makes some of that stuff. We also have Mimi Kiki, the Mimi of the live stream experience. She is also known as the mermaid of the live stream. We've got ourselves Just Kay here, known as the Katie Christie of the live stream experience. And I've got an Iris McGrath, a Lauren, a Lily, a Noah, a Jam. And we've got ourselves a watermelon known as Jennifer, and a Lizzie, Izzy, a Rem, an Abby, Banana Fan, a Faux Fabby. That's right, we've got someone named Abby. And we also have ourselves a Fox Tulita known as Kajal. Yep, these are my mods. I do appreciate them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. What's on the agenda? Stephanie, thanks for asking. I see you're jumping into the conversation, and I do see people coming in and having fun being part of it and being within it. It is a place and space that has people giving me those love eyes, which I do appreciate that. And I do appreciate people coming in with their opinions and whatnot, as it is a place and space. If you find me to be fun and entertaining, you can stay. If you find me to be something other than that, you don't have to stay here. You can go and do something else on the internet. You don't even need to necessarily engage and interact. If it's a positive place and space that you're looking for, this is me trying to create it. So being within it, I'm trying to make it a fun place and space across platforms for you to be able to watch me eat some cake, some chicken, and drink some ice water, which is the unofficial live stream sponsor. Go ahead, get yourself a glass today. Drink ice water with me, and we can enjoy each other's company here in this live stream experience that has me saying, I'm here for you if you're here for me. So jump in and be part of it if you want to be part of it. It's Saturday, and I don't really actually have much planned in the live stream. I do have a piano right here, so I do want to actually play with that. And I have some leftover cake and a little bit of chicken to eat, but I don't necessarily need to eat it. I've already eaten food today. Have you eaten food today? What did you dinner? Or what did you have for lunch? Or maybe even breakfast? I do appreciate you guys jumping in, and for people saying I'm too much or whatever, I'm not sure what's going on over there in the chat, but I do appreciate you guys coming in and being within it. Do jump in and be part of the conversation in a way that makes it so it's easy for me to interact with you. PG and don't necessarily bring up politics or anything too topical. I try to make my live stream experiences silly and as fun as possible. And if we talk about the things that are happening in real life, it turns into a real conversation real fast. And I don't really want that to happen because I want to have some fun on the internet. And I do want to be here kind of getting away from what my algorithm feeds me, which is usually topical things. Sometimes it ends up being psychological things. Sometimes it ends up being, pictures. Right. Yeah. Anyways, I'm a Benjamin, and I'm creating a place and space across the platforms where you can be looking at me in my real life. It's basically reality TV that's not scripted or edited, and it is a place and space for you to ask me some questions. If you interact in the chat, you actually interact in the overall quality of the content. In general, you are contributing to the conversation with me, which also contributes to the content for people to be able to look back at it and rewatch it. So it's reality TV that's just going to be here with it being, like the raw footage of anything, where it's just like, it's going to be dead moments, and then the interesting stuff will happen later, and it's maybe some of the interesting stuff will happen exactly right now. Who knows? Regardless, it's not scripted, so we're gonna have some fun getting to know each other to a degree. Did I shave today? No, I didn't. But thanks for asking. That's said with Melody. Coming into the live stream experience with them questions. Oh, thanks for being out in the live streams, trying forever, and have got no one who hangs out with you after all this time. Interesting. What exactly are you referring to? One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Oh man, that's actually a really good. So we were talking about that a little while ago. Not today, yesterday. Me and my cousins were talking about one flew over the cuckoo's nest. The comment over there on by Bay Harbor came into the conversation. I'm not sure everything else that they said, but I did see that they said one flew over the cuckoo's nest, and that movie's really good. Not even getting paid to say it. I'm just telling you, as someone that's a fan of the movies, that movie's actually really a lot of fun to watch, and it is a lot of fun to talk about after. Jack Nicholson's amazing in it. Anyways, the live stream experience is still starting up, and I do want to finish the introduction. As I've told you, you can hang out with me here in these places and spaces. Follow me on Instagram. Join the Discord server. Be part of the conversation outside of the live stream. If you do join the Discord server, please be at least 18 years or older, and do take the time to have the consideration of potentially other people's feelings by reading through the rules and understanding how to show up so that no one's disgusted or potentially been through by how you decide to show up. Anyways, it's a place and space that you can be within if you want. You just come into it and you just read the rules. It's the first channel on the top of the Discord server. Read through it and do feel free to join in and be part of the conversation with me and other people that are in my live stream experience. So it's a fan club community experience where you can ask me direct questions, and you can also ask questions to the other people that are in the live stream experience that are in the chat, and you can also share your own content. It is nice to have people come in and be part of the conversation. I don't know where you're coming from in life, but I do hope you're taking care of yourself and enjoying your Saturday. If you're not enjoying your Saturday, that's interesting. Are you drinking ice water? Are you keeping yourself hydrated? Are you not keeping yourself hydrated? Hey, Lucifer's Helper's here. Now that's some good water. It really is. What was that? No, I don't know how to play the piano professionally. But I am here just kind of hanging out this Saturday because I didn't plan anything. Well, I did plan something. I just didn't end up doing it. Anyways, the live stream experience, I did plan on doing something today in the live streams. It was supposed to be hours ago, and I just didn't feel like doing it. No, I needed to spend more time with those of the family members and make sure to be here. Also, last night was interesting. We'll get into that later. The live stream experience is a place to be able to be in it if you want to be in it. And I don't know who you are, where you are, or what you're up to, but I'm a Benjamin, and I do what I can to create content for those that aren't Benjamins, and sometimes they happen to be Benjamins. Whether your name is Benjamin or not, the content's not directed towards Benjamins. But I do like to say that. But there are multiple Benjamins in this live stream because I'm clearly on the screen behind me, that's behind me, that's behind me, that's behind me. Last time I live streamed in the garage, it was guest night, so I just put it right all back together. It is a place and space that you can have some fun being within it. And yeah, I could have done this hours and hours and hours ago, and it was intended to be somewhat of a guest today, but it didn't end up happening because I'm just doing live streams for fun and making sure to do them when I can and creating the place and space with the high energy that I can bring to the table. And it's not necessarily forced. I'm not forcing my. It's at one point in the day I'll want to do it, so I just let myself do it when I want to do it, and that way it also makes it hard to give you guys a schedule. That's why sometimes I just tell people to follow me, and hopefully you'll see me when I'm live when you see me when I'm live. But it is nice to document my life and to do it during the times of the day that are actually most convenient for me to show up for you. For you to show up for me, it's a pleasure to have you here. So share it and be within it and do have fun observing my real life and being potentially kind of involved from a digital standpoint. There's a border. There's boundaries, as they call that, where it's a place and space that doesn't have me necessarily meeting up with people in real life, but it does have me with my real life friends sometimes showing up in my live stream and real life family members sometimes showing up in the live stream. There won't be any right now because, like it's just me now, but there were quite a bit of people over here at my parents' house today. The live stream experience is a great place and space to acknowledge people coming in from all walks of life, but it isn't a place for us to focus and fixate on any of those real big issues. No, if you need something like that, I always encourage people to do therapy. And I always encourage people to also look for a place and space on the internet that really fits what they're looking for. If you do want to kind of complain more and have more of a negative attitude, that's interesting. I mean, I'm not really good at that when it comes to creating online content, but I guess complaining could be funny. And I do like being funny, so I guess I could be cool with it, but I don't really want to bring in that type of energy. Not right now, at least. Anyways, the live stream experience has me kind of playing the piano a bit because I actually don't know what we're going to do in this live stream. The cake is a plus, but I was eating this before I started the live stream. And this piece of chicken, well, I was eating this while I was getting ready to eat it. And then I stopped and I was like, you know what? Let's just set up and let's just do the live stream right now. You're not doing anything. And maybe you want to do something later if you get it out of the way. You get it out of the way. I do it every single day, guys, for at least 90 minutes. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm here for. A place and space for me to document myself, interact with people online, and maybe get to know people, maybe have some friends. A favorite chord progression. I'm not sure what you're referring to. It is nice to have you guys jump in and be part of it. And this chicken right here is a teriyaki chicken. If you're asking, I see someone was asking what type of chicken is it. It is a teriyaki chicken that was cooked and then put in the air fryer, and then I burned it. In the air fryer, definitely burned it. But hey, it's fun to eat, and it's fun to have you here with me. Get yourself some chicken with me. Looks like we got a lot of people jumping in and being part of the conversation. We've got people liking it over there on the tickety 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 tap. We've got the helper. Oh my. This is some delicious stuff right here. Chicken isn't sponsor though. It could be one day. Maybe. Anyways, the live stream is here in California. You can't see over there because I'm right here. And I'm pointing the cameras at me over here. But over there, it's beautiful still out. It's been a really beautiful day. It's been nice to be outside for a good amount of it. Anyways, the live stream experience is a great place and space where, you make it what you want to make it for yourself. I can't necessarily make it what you want to make it for you, or can I? The experience, right? Let's find out what ends up happening later. Do be in it if you want to be in it as it is happening live. If you're busy right now, you can come back later. I'll be here for a little while. Yeah, I will. At least 90 minutes. And what? It's been like 14? Showing up in outfits and hanging out with all you wonderful people. It's a pleasure to be able to create it for anyone that's looking for the entertainment of my voice, I guess. Yeah, that's right. If you like the way my voice sounds, well, this live stream's for you. If you just like looking at me, it's also for you as well. Because, I'm here for you. If you're here for me, live stream experience does happen daily. With me being the eye candy, maybe even the ear candy. Depending on what you're looking for when it comes to looking for maybe a 36-year-old bachelor in his parents' garage, live streaming with a TV behind him. This is what that looks like. And I'm that guy. What's it look like when you're a 36-year-old bachelor live streaming in your parents' garage? One day. One day it'll happen to you. Or maybe it won't. Who knows? Regardless if it ends up being something that ends up happening, feel free to share. Feel free to share. I don't know who's watching over there or over here. But I'll try my best to engage and interact in the chat. And I look forward to being here eating chicken. The ice already melted? I guess it's hotter than I thought it was out here. Well, I did do the swishling swashling for quite a while. Quite a while. What is that piece? Is that just fat? Yeah. Whatever. You know. Cold water is delicious. Refreshing and hydrating, especially after the ice in the water has completely melted and just turned into more water. It's the best part about ice. It just becomes water when it's done being ice. Hello, nice to have you here, Kina. Are you eating chicken today? Hopefully you are. Thanks for jumping in, guys, and being part of the conversation. No, I had chill. You had chill? You talking about ice water? You had chilled water instead of iced water? I mean, it's basically the same thing, but I get it. It's also different. But also, like, kind of the same. A sea lion, you say? Oh, the soup. You had chili. Well said. I understand now. I don't always read things correctly. But you know what? I'm sure people are cool with what's happening regardless. Ice water, the unofficial live stream sponsor. I did not forget about you guys for a second there. I kind of did. Anyways, the live stream experience is really just here for you. If you're here for me, beep bop boop to you too, Stephanie. It's a place and space that has me kind of in the garage, also spacing out a little bit from, having such a day, and now I'm in the garage thinking, what else am I doing today? What else do I want to do? What do I even want to do in my live streams? I mean, I can talk about my day and at least have that documented, or we can talk about other unrelated things. I guess I could do like I'm talking while playing the piano type of live stream. But that's hard for me. But then again, isn't that why I should do it? And you want King Gray. I don't know if I can help you with that, but thanks for being here. Joni and 17 or Joni T7K. I don't know how to give you Coin Gray, but I'll be here for you if you do want to just hang out and have some fun. But what is Coin Gray? What is this phrase that you're throwing out there in the chat? I appreciate you guys coming in and being within it. Do jump in and be part of the conversation with everybody else that's here. The live chat won't be remembered the same way the actual live stream will, but how you decide to interact and engage in the live stream contributes to the overall experience. It's being filmed here online for you to be able to be looking at it and coming back at it. With, there's insightful eyes, maybe observational eyes. Maybe you're rewatching it to just kind of get more of an idea of potentially a situation. that has me trying to make it fun for you to not necessarily worry about the things that are happening in your life. Don't necessarily fixate books on those negative thoughts. You take the time to be as positive as you can. With me, as I'm in this place and space, I'm giving you the opportunity to step into my life and to just kind of engage and interact and potentially like the live stream, share the live stream, and just take from my energy. If you don't want to take from my energy, well, you can just bring your own energy and eat that energy, or take that. You don't have to eat anything, or you can eat everything. I don't really know. This chocolate cake. Sprinkles? Absolutely. Delicious? 100%. Maybe even 110%. Is it possible? Anything's possible with chocolate cake. I'm Benjamin, and I'm here for you. If you're here for me in a live stream experience that's telling you to eat some chocolate cake now, if you want to eat chocolate cake with me, you don't have to, though. If you do have chocolate cake at the ready, well, lucky you. You get to eat some candy with me, basically. Wouldn't you consider cake candy, or would you not consider cake candy? Do feel free to feel up the chat with Yu-Gi-Oh comments. Thanks, Stephanie, for jumping right into that immediately after I asked for the Yu-Gi-Oh comment. That girl's on top of it. Anyways, at this point in the day, I can pretty much change periodically throughout the live stream. We'll take notes on how long people stay with which hairstyle I'm having up. You know, we just have it up and messy. Maybe we'll comb it back. No, I'm probably not going to do that. Anyways, it would be fun to do that. Do some tests. I'm here creating content on a daily basis, not really fully knowing what I'm doing, but having fun creating it. So do be within it. Just bring positive energy to it and understand it's me attaching it to my day. So I'm trying my best to have some fun with it, but I'm not necessarily someone who's been doing the live streaming for years and years or anything like that. No. Mm. Mm. Yeah, this is just too good. Now, I do enjoy people coming in with the conversations. I'm getting that. Do keep it PG and help me make it a fun place and space for everyone to come into the room and be part of it. Now, that's some delicious ice water. If you're not drinking ice water today, what are you drinking? Feel free to share your drink in the chat. I could never make it out in California. Why not? Oh, you're not an outside person? Said with Melody. Is it the birds? It's the birds, isn't it? We've been known for having really great birds. You're a country bumpkin. Oh, I've never heard of that term before. Yeah, I mean, if you love the seasons and you like the seasons, you don't go to California for seasons. You don't get seasons; those are taken away. It's just neutral weather all the time, and more independence. If you're like not a small town person, though, California is perfect for you. But there are small towns in California. Stay away from those small towns if you're not a small town person. Supreme One, nice to have you in the live stream experience. What names people have? I'm taking allergy medicine. The weather is icky. That's interesting. Them allergies, that's the way nature fights back with humans. Yeah, I believe the allergy thing is the way that the environment fights back and just like, hey, stop polluting. Here's allergies. It's the way Mother Nature battles with mankind. Allergies is really just Mother Nature doing what it can to fight back the humans that are polluting the earth. And though you think that, hey, that doesn't make sense, I think about it, it does make sense. Because when we started polluting and started doing like, a lot of this and that, all of a sudden these allergies come up, and there weren't these allergies before, or if there were allergies before, they weren't well documented. But maybe they were there all along, but it's not necessarily a fact. I'm not a historian, so I can't say that. But if you want to read into anything I'm saying and side with me, I greatly appreciate that. Mimi Kiki's here. Hey, Mimi Kiki, thanks for jumping in and being part of the live stream experience. Everyone say hi to Kiara. She's one of our mods. And I played well. My Magic the Gathering game did happen today. I did play Magic the Gathering. It was a lot of fun. I lost, but overall lost. You know, you play a couple games, best out of, blah blah blah. Yeah, I overall lost. So I'm not necessarily a winner today, but tomorrow's always a new day, and I'd rather lose to succeed later. But I ended up losing by like one. I just so happened not to have enough life. I was just off by a little bit. I I always have fun when I play Magic the Gathering. Thanks for asking me. You Magic the Gathering, well, so do I. I'm not necessarily the newest of cards, but I do have cards ranging back from the 90s. I use all of my cards, and I do have, you know, my decks, so I can play with a different number of decks. I haven't done live streams where we've talked about Magic the Gathering too much. We've talked about doing that in the live streams in the past, but it didn't really end up catching on. Anyways, the live stream experiences here in these places and spaces, do get used to it, as it is a place and space that I'm here for you. If you're here for me, even if you're not here for it. So you can get used to it, you can come back into it, and you can kind of have it be part of your routine that you end up watching my live stream every day if you do like looking at me. Or you can just come back whenever you want and watch on your own video on demand type of status. I'm sure you'd rather take advantage of that. Oh, thanks for saying you're glad I had fun. Mimi Kiki is right, though, when it comes down to being glad of something. Being glad of people having fun is the most loving of things to do. Now, she didn't say that, and we didn't say that to set up that statement the way the statement ended up pinning out, but that's what I ended up saying. So thanks for being in it and being part of it. It's me rambling at times. Does it all have to make sense? In my opinion, no. But also, in your opinion, which matters as well, is it yes or no? Do feel free to share with me your thoughts. Anyways, the live stream experience is a great place and space to be a follower and to potentially like and share. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm going to push you to do it. Anyways, the live stream experience ain't going to force you to do anything because it's you that gets to make the decision. You're online, it's social media, and you're engaging with your own intentions. And I don't want to necessarily mislead or misguide anyone within the live stream experience to think that it's here specifically for one specific person or to be here to attack one specific person. We're not doing anything like that. It's just supposed to be a fun place and space. But if you want to be in a live stream experience that has the whole hate talk type of stuff happening or anything like that, you might want to find yourself in a different part of the internet because there's plenty of places on the internet that I think you could go to and have a fun time. Maybe not here though, but if you're looking for just smiles and laughs and potentially you want to roll your eyes like, wow, this guy, you might want to, say something like that every once in a while, or maybe it's more of a this guy, or maybe it's more of a man, or maybe it's more of like a uh-oh. It's deep. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to get through to you. I'm not necessarily here for any one specific reason when it comes to creating online content. It's actually just me having fun for a while, substantially a long amount of time. I don't have plans tonight, but that also brings me to my cell phone, which is going to have my attention. Every once in a while, I'll be gandering at it. I do still have some cake in this live stream to eat, and you could eat cake with me too if you want. You don't have to though, but cake is a great option, right? Cake, delicious. Chocolate. Who else would want anything other than chocolate? No, really, if you don't like chocolate, though, I'd love to hear about that. Hey, Peaceful Kevin, thanks for jumping into the live stream experience with the hello. He's saying hi, guys. You do have it here for you if you're here for it. Do engage and interact and have fun being part of the live stream experience, as it does make it a fun place and space of the internet for me to watch even myself. See, I'm right there. Oh, yeah, you're also looking at me behind me. I know, a little confusing, ain't it? Anyways, the live stream experience is a great place and space, as he's saying. I'm here to entertain you. I could be that eye candy to some degree, but buttoning up just a bit, just a bit. Plus, this shirt's actually one of my favorite shirts. Looks pretty good, don't it? Anyways, I do enjoy being here with the fashion I got going on. If you're wearing plaid today, well, look at that. We're both wearing plaid. Yes. What does your plaid outfit look like? You can share it with me if you want to post about the outfit you're wearing. Always feel free to be part of a conversation with me here online in these places and spaces where I do enjoy the peeps leaving the comments and also peeps saying things. I was just going to say, this is a nice shirt. Oh, thanks. Me and blue. Blue is a great color, and I do appreciate being blue, and specifically the plaid. The plaids actually goes really well with my personality, right? Wouldn't you say, or am I a striped personality or a plaid personality? Well, do feel free to share in the chat. I don't know if that means anything or if people are actually labeling people that way these days. Is anyone labeling anybody else as plaid or not plaid? What would that even mean? Things to think about. Which personality do you have today? Well, I'm wearing plaid, so I guess it would be plaid. But then again, my boxers are striped. You just have to trust me. Anyways, the live stream experience is here. Like, it's a striped pattern, not a plaid pattern. You just have to trust me. Regardless, welcome to the live stream, and do understand it's a place and space. We're trying to keep it PG. Don't necessarily bring it into any which way of the conversation for it to be a fun place and space for me. It also could be for you. But if it's not fun for you, keep going and don't necessarily force yourself on the people that are here. We listen and we don't judge. Stephanie loves to judge me later, not currently in the moment, though. She likes to, like, I'm pretty sure that girl has a journal that she just writes about her thoughts about who I am. And that journal's on her phone in her notes. But she could have a tangible one. I could be wrong as well. But if I was right, I'd be so impressed. And I would be like, Stephanie, you are the best. I would really say that. Trying to keep it PG, but giving naughty details. I noticed it. I'm barely thinking of you these days. Said with Melody is barely thinking of me these days. She's defending herself well. I'm 100% sold. You don't need to say anything else, girl. Totally get it. You don't think of me as much at all. Um, that would make sense, though. That really would. Would it? No, I don't think it would. I mean, if anything, no, you know what? I could see it. Yeah, no, I think you're right. You do think of me less. What a great thing to come across. It's always nice to see people are able to establish their points. She's right though, guys. She did find a new guy. Yeah, she talks about him all the time. That's why I'm saying, yeah. Is you Jesus? Yes, is you Jesus? Well said. I'm a Benjamin creating the place and space where I don't really have a plan tonight. I originally was going to do something earlier in the day and then I just didn't do it. I'll get into that later. But really, at the end of the day, there's always something that ends up happening. Life. Yeah, it's fun, right? Anyways, I'm a Benjamin, and I'm your Mr. Rogers. Franck. I remember Franck. I haven't seen Franck before, though. But Said with Melody likes the consistency of live streams. I'm pretty much, I'll start live streaming sometime between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. type of guy. We were invited to do a co-host, and I guess we are set up for co-hosts, so I could do it. Yeah, guys, do be in it. Do be in it with the others in the room and enjoy. What's this? Invite the creators to a live match? I don't know. Vivian Reyes? I don't know Vivian Reyes. Thanks for liking the live stream, Mimi Kiki. I don't know who you are, where you are, what you're up to, but as I create the live stream to be a place and space to engage and interact however you see fit, it is a Saturday live stream. It might be another hour. It might be another 2 hours. But for the most part, be in it to be in it. If you do want to enjoy what I got bringing it into the room, it's really just a place for you to interact with me, ask me things, and I'll try my best to answer things. And I'll eat cake. Are you eating cake? Do you like to eat cake? This is what it looks like when I'm eating cake. What's it look like when you're eating cake? Chocolate. Look, I'm eating it now. Like I said, this is what it looks like. Do follow my live stream experience and also check out my short form content. Yeah, I do appreciate you guys coming in and having fun with it. The short form content I have here online is just a lot of videos of what it looks like when things are behind me, sometimes in front of me, sometimes to the side of me. and sometimes just like all around me. Yeah, it's true. I make the content, and if you want to watch it, you can watch it. Mm, cake. I do delicious. I do delicious live streams, whether it be with the cake or not the cake. Delicious food is really awesome. Probably the best thing in life. And if you're saying to yourself, "Oh man, this live stream is making me hungry," tons of people say that all the time. That doesn't slow charger. What? That's unfortunate. Why would it say that? Anyways, the live stream experience is a great place and space for anyone that's having fun being part of the conversation. Is this faster now? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Anyways, I'm checking my text messages. Okay, good. Yeah, what do I want to do tonight? I don't know. Maybe I'll just live stream all night. Maybe I won't. I haven't decided yet. What do I want to do? Well, more importantly, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay here, or are you going to keep going and find something else to watch? You're going to stay? Well, fantastic. Now that I know you're staying, I at least know that the live stream experience will have more to it, with the liking and the sharing and people being in it. What's out in theaters is a really good question, Stephanie. And I did get an AMC A-list stubs pass, whatever they call that now. It's like $30 a month, so I need to actually go more often to make sure that it pays for itself. Just twice a month, actually, and it pays for itself, which is so odd that movies are that expensive these days. Man, I remember like being able to get into the theater with barely like any money. I remember homeless people used to be able to get into the theater too by asking for money because it was cheap. Not all the theaters, but you know, there'd be like that $2 theater. I mean, that's just $2. Very doable. Anyways, the live stream experience has ice water as the unofficial live stream sponsor, and there's still some ice in there, so it's nice to show it. I don't know how often we'll be able to show the ice in the live stream experience from this point out. I need to actually get up and get more ice in order to show you the ice that's in the ice water. But thanks for being here and being part of it. Get yourself a good glass of ice water to enjoy a refreshing drink and be within the conversation if you want to be within the conversation. I'll be on my phone and off and on and on and on and off, on and off. And I'll be here trying to figure out what I'm actually doing this Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to meet up with any of my pals. There are people I could contact. There are people that I could see what they're up to. There's movie times I could check. There's also, I could go back inside and see if no, my dad won't want to do anything else. He's old. He'll want to go to bed soon. So, yeah. What do I want to do tonight? What do you want to do tonight? Have you guys had a good day? Or are you guys at the end of your Saturday? Or are you guys at the beginning of your Saturday? I'm world, but you're probably more towards the end of it because I'm in like California, which is one of the final time zones before it ends up resetting to a new day. Which that's just kind of how that ends up working. It's nice to be at the tail end of the day, knowing that people are already in the next day. It's kind of strange too at the same time. I do feel like I'm always in the past, trying to catch up with the people in the other time zones. Anyways, I'm a Benjamin. Creating the place to be a space is a pleasure. If you don't like it, keep going. Did I even finish your puzzle? Yeah, I did finish the puzzle. Are you talking about the one I did during Christmas? Oh yeah, I finished it. Did I ever start a new puzzle? The answer is no. The live stream experience is here for you if you're here for it. Keep yourself hydrated. That's right. Don't delay. Hydrate today. You got to keep yourself hydrated as often as possible these days, with the sun being what it is. Ha! Anyways, hello to you too, Rebecca. Thanks for jumping in and being part of it. Gondor calls for aid? Well said. I appreciate the... You need a Lego craft again? Oh, Set of Melody, I have crafts down here that I haven't put together. They're action figures. You want to see? No, do you want to see? I'll show you. All right, so what we got here is, you can see it. This is an action figure that you can create. It's Goku, if you couldn't tell. But it's, just like you put together I have to hold this thing down here. It's gonna, or some other things are gonna fall. So no glue required, and all you need to use is like a nipper to build, and it's colored plastic. So you just build the ultimate warrior step by step. And this is actually something I'm waiting to do in a live stream. I got multiples of these, so I'm gonna make it happen eventually. When? I don't know. I feel like I'm constantly in between everything. When you have a whole bunch of your stuff in a storage unit and you're staying at your parents' house, it's a strange like limbo situation. Not limbo. What's the word? It's not limbo. No, it's like that thing that like you're in between two places and you're like limbo is a game, but a fun game. Limbo's great. But I think what I'm thinking of is it kind of feels like you're in purgatory. I think that's what it's called. Why did I think it started with an L? Purgatory doesn't start with an L. In between like heaven and hell is purgatory, right? Anyways, the live stream experience isn't me showing up to get you to think and teach me things. It's not necessarily what we're here for. But I do have questions every now and then. And maybe you have a question too. Maybe you want to look something up. Maybe I want to look something up. Maybe we should both look something up. Maybe I should get on my phone. Maybe you should get on your phone. You're on your phone watching me? What? Really? Thanks for being here. If you've decided to watch me on your phone, tablet, iPad, potentially even one of them desktop or laptop computers or a TV set, I appreciate you allowing me to be that entertainment for you and for allowing your eyes to be attached to my face or your ears attached to my noises. Well, it's a pleasure to be here with you then, with those noises and with those eyes and noises. Welcome to the noises and the things to see. I do appreciate you guys jumping in. Have you ever even lived alone? No, Stephanie, and I don't really want to. So that's part of it too. But I do want to. But I also don't want to get comfortable with living like the bachelor lifestyle unless like I have to do it. Do I have to do it though? I mean, it's debatable, right? I don't think I'd do. If I lived by myself, I'd probably live stream way more often. Probably. Which would be good for internet, I guess, or bad for internet. I don't know. The internet's oversaturated. The market's ridiculous, but it is reality TV, so it could be good for internet because it could be some fun reality TV, or it could be bad for internet, depending on who's engaging and interacting. And by bad for internet, I mean bad for me on the internet. It is a place in space that has me saying I'm a Benjamin doing what I can to create it on the internet in these places, these spaces, due to how you decide to engage and interact. So be mindful on how you show up as a viewer and how you participants, participating participants. I do enjoy doing my live streams, and as the original plan for Saturday once again got kind of thrown off a little bit, it was supposed to be different. But Saturdays in the future are still kind of trying to morph into a different time of the Saturday. But we're doing it tonight because I don't actually necessarily have anywhere I'm supposed to be. I mean, I could be somewhere, but I don't have to be there. Thanks for being here, guys, and thanks for being part of it. Stephanie giving me the emojis. Stephanie, do you live alone? I think she already answered that question before. And I was like, cool, 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 cool. I have a lot of friends that live alone. A couple. But, they're mainly of the older vibes. Whatever. Anyways, the live stream experience is a place in space. I'm having chocolate cake. Maybe I should have hooked up the Wii over here. The lady at church was freaking out, leaving her husband to sleep alone. He has a hearing impairment too. What? No way. But the lady at church was freaking out, leaving her husband to sleep alone. Yeah, it does make sense. It could be, be like hazardous for him. So probably not a good idea for the hearing thing. It's like saying a blind person can't live by themselves. Blind person can live by themselves, by the way. Independence is for all types of people, even the disabled. Don't you take it away from them. For me to live alone, my hearing impairment is not nearly as bad as some other things that people could be dealing with and living alone with those things. But and elderly people, because they're old. But the live stream experience is a place and space that has me across the platforms, being here for you if you're here for it. And it's one of those things that also, even as I am hearing impaired, a fire alarm will wake me up. It's still ear piercing. I can't believe what people have to deal with when they hear it. I understand a little bit more now, but it's really bad. I'm not shooting the messenger. I'm taking what you said and I'm saying thank you for sharing, Melody. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Anyways, I'm Benjamin, and I do what I can to create the place to be a space for you to potentially talk to someone else on the live stream and maybe even make a friend. You can make me a friend, but it's a digital friendship, so do be mindful on how you decide to show up. I've been catfished before. They say shame or fool me once, shame on me. It's just wait, it's not that. That's not how it goes. It's the last one should have been shame on me. Anyways, it's a fun place and space of the internet. Let's enjoy each other's company. Just be mindful on how you decide to show up, and don't necessarily distribute too much information about your real life, and don't necessarily put too much emphasis on who I am and what you're looking for in this live stream. It's necessarily going to be able to appease anyone that is looking for a lot from me. Think about it. I'm a person. I got feelings. I'm not AI, even though I do appreciate the AI and the bots and the programs and the algorithms that are here in the live stream experience too. I didn't say it earlier, but I do really feel it. When it's here on the internet, we've got the, filtering out of comments and sometimes things like spam being removed from the live stream experience due to the fact that there's a lot of robots out there. So big shout out to the robots, programs, algorithms, and the AI that are here patrolling the live stream experience on all the platforms here on the internet. And I really do appreciate them. That's right. Thank you, robots. Thank you, programs. Thank you, algorithms. And thank you, AI. Even though I don't give consent to AI to analyze and duplicate my presence and other videos, I still do appreciate it showing up as it is part of the algorithm experience. And if you were brought here due to the algorithm knows you pretty well. So you should stay and be part of it. Just a fan, not a robot. Well, thanks for being here and thanks for being part of it. You know what that means. So you're letting me know that you're not a bot. But I already gave you a follow back. But thanks for being here and thanks for being a robot or not a robot. But I do see you're saying you're not a robot, which is nice too. It is nice to see people coming in from all walks of life. If you really do enjoy my live stream for what it is, me, then that's perfect. That's exactly what I can give you. If you're looking for my live stream because you like me interacting with specific people or maybe having guests physically in the live stream, it's not a live stream experience that I can really hold other people into my own live stream. It is my social media, which means it's my little show for you to be a part of it if you want to be a part of it. And it's not necessarily me and someone else. It's me showing up and showing you all the other people that are within my life in real life and showing up here digitally as well. There's still other people involved, but it's kind of like focused on what I'm doing on the internet, and then I do have other things happen at times. What do I want to do tonight? I don't know. I've never been this indecisive before. Well, no, I have been, but the day just really flew by. And there was the first live stream I was going to do, and then the second I'm going to go with this. But hey, that's kind of the journey, right? Me figuring it out as I go along. Welcome to it, and me as I do like to create the place to be a space. You can contribute to it by interacting in the chat and asking me the questions, or potentially even encouraging me to do something within the live stream. I don't know. Tap on that screen though, give me some likes, and do share the live stream experience. For it is a place and space that has it happening due to the fact that there are viewers here supporting it. So I do appreciate you as a viewer and as a moderator. If you do like the moderators and you enjoy the live chat, give a shout out to the mods by saying "Go mods" in the chat. Be like "Go mods" or hug emoji mods. You can do it a whole bunch of different ways. Yes, it's fun to make it happen, guys. Do look for me on the internet on a daily basis. This is the Saturday live stream, and I'm not necessarily doing anything specific. Although I could have put together one of these things. I don't really want to though. No, not right here. No, I kind of want to make a workbench area. You know that table I put together yesterday? Just so it's documented. That was the wrong table. It was delivered, and I put it together in the live stream experience. But if I waited, and my mom looked at it, she would have been like, "Oh wait, no, that's not the table that was ordered." So we'll put together something else pretty soon, the correct thing. But yeah, that didn't actually end up working out the way I thought it would. When you build something and then you give it to the person that asks for you to assemble it, and then they're like, "That's not what I have," then it's like a question mark. Really? Well, I wasn't there. A friendly chat about building Lego warriors. When did we say that, AI summary? Anyways, it's nice to have you guys jump into the live stream experience. The AI summary is saying we're talking about Lego warriors, which I don't know what to say, but I do appreciate Legos. And the warriors that are within the Legos, I don't know. Did you guys hear about that one guy that was returning Lego sets and filling them with noodles? Noodles! It's a boodle. Anyways, it's fun to have the noodles and the boodles and the boodles and the noodles. I don't really know how to play the piano. But when I do play it, I tend to try to talk while playing it at the same time, so I can get used to it, the talking and the playing of the piano at the same time. But yet I can't tell myself to hit specific keys. I know, isn't that just the weirdest of things? I can just kind of dance, have my fingers dance on the piano just like it is now. But I can't necessarily tell my fingers to actually hit a specific note anywhere. But then again, thanks for saying you appreciate my conversations and the vibes. I do appreciate that. Thanks for being here, RKG, with that positive energy. Positive energy? Absolutely. Lulu, thanks for being here. Is it pizza and ice cream yet? Oh, I love those types of Saturdays where I eat like sushi, pizza, and ice cream in that order. And like, oh, I'm not having that today. No, no pizza, no sushi. I already had chicken and I still have some cake. I mean, if I'm gonna go out to have second dinner, I don't really need to, but I kind of want to. It'd be fun to do like, yeah, would it be? I don't know. Thanks for being here, and thanks for being part of it. It's fun to make the live streams, ain't it? Mm. Ice cream with this would have been really good. But you know what? Too late now. It's last bite. I'm a Benjamin doing what I can to create the place to be a space. If you do like it, like the live stream. Like, actually like it. Don't just say you like it. Mm. Mm. Look at that. I finished my ice cream. Now I don't have anything else to eat. At least I have a little bit something to drink. Mm. But now we don't have any more ice water. But then again, we knew that was going to happen. The live stream experience, hey, has more. Oh, no more ice. But very cold water. Very cold water. Yeah, I poured it into a glass. I wanted to see if there was ice in it. This live stream is brought to you by Ice Water, so it's important for me to mention it when I can. But I don't always have it, apparently. Especially out here in the garage, where it's going to start getting hot. I don't know if I'll be able to sustain the live streams in the garage once it gets to a certain temperature in California. That's nice. Well said. I do wonder what's happening out there in the world at times. But the live stream, I caught it. Although I did get some chocolate and some sprinkles on me. Yes, I'm sneezing on occasion. Bless me and bless you as well. It's documented. Was it fun for you to listen to me sneeze? Hopefully it was. Anyways, the live stream experience has me saying a bunch of stuff endlessly. Like, I'm just talking all the time because I can. And, it's fun to talk endlessly. Love talking. If you like talking and you haven't started your own live stream experience, I don't see a reason why you shouldn't. You like to talk. No one's going to interrupt you. Mm-mm. But then again, maybe you don't want to document it. There's a lot of people out there that just they're not nice people, or they don't really age well with what they've said. The haters, the trolls, those people that have opinions, and the overly, the conflict people, the overly conflicting people that are always with conflicts. Is it pizza and ice cream yet? Oh wait, I already read that comment. But that's a good comment still. Thanks for liking the live stream. I do see a jet. Well, what else is there? What else is going on these days? I'm going to just check some things on the cellular phone. I'm not getting out of the shot. No, I'm staying within my live stream experience because this is a place in space that has me in the environments that I'm here, making it fun for me to show up for you and fun for you to show up for me. Only you can let me know if you be part of it, if you want to be part of it, and you have fun being in it and engaging within a place in space of the internet that has me looking at the movie times in just a second, but I got to check something on Instagram first. Yes. Yes, it was nice to see that. All right, so then that was actually pointless. I didn't actually check anything there. But I do need to see what's going on in the other places of the internet. It is fun to be able to be here online. If you're enjoying yourself online, that's great. I mean, I too have a cellular phone. So thank you for allowing me to be your entertainment as I do make it happen. I'm not going to give a free ad to the theater chain that I'd be going to because they're not paying me. But I'm paying them. So if anything, they should be paying me to talk about them. So then I feel better about paying them as well. And in that way, we're just paying each other, and then everyone breaks even. Now that is the future right there, hopefully, to a degree. Everyone's just paying everyone and breaking even. Did anyone see this Normal movie? No one did. Well, that's interesting. Maybe I'll see that tonight. I don't know. How long am I going to live stream for? I'll figure it out as I go along. The live stream experience has me saying I'm a Benjamin doing things on the internet to make it fun for me to show up for you. It could be fun for you to show up for me. If you don't like showing up on the internet, that's cool. But you could. You could have fun showing up on the internet. You really could. There's some pretty funny movies that yeah, there's some pretty funny movies that have been coming out lately too. Even with that Super Mario Galaxy movie, I thought that was pretty funny. I did see the movie The Mummy with you see, I walked into that movie actually not thinking. Part of me felt like, so I heard news months and months and months ago that Brendan Fraser and all these guys are getting back to make the Mummy movie. I guess I wasn't really paying attention. So what ended up happening was I realized it probably an hour before I ended up walking into it that it was like I thought that they were revamping the Mummy with Brendan Fraser. But in fact, it was its own thing. I just didn't realize how it was a. I don't normally see horror movies in theaters, especially by myself. But I did see this one, and I was in the theater, and I was like saying to myself, I could just switch movies. But then I was like, but I'm already here, and I'm probably gonna want to watch it eventually during the day with lights on. But I ended up seeing it, and I don't think it's best that I review a horror movie because I was scared anyways. But it could be scary for you. For all I know, I'm not sure if it was and it was disturbing. So that was there too. So you might want to check it out. I don't know. The Mummy is this movie that came out this weekend, and I didn't necessarily draw the dots that it was a new version of the Mummy, not like the Brendan Fraser Mummy, but that one's really fun. And they are making a new one. I thought that they like maybe finished. I don't know. Everyone's always trying to keep everything secret now. I wouldn't put it past anybody having a bad release also with the advertising. Yeah, it's a delicate ecosystem, making movies and advertising it and making sure people know about it. I, for one, thought it was a good take on the Mummy. I don't know how to play the piano, but it's fun, right? Experience that has me kind of tickling down because I can. So talking and saying things, and then also providing you the ability to look at my face and hear my voice, which is here on the internet and a real experience that's also not technically scripted or edited. So it's basically reality TV of the 21st century, of course, because you can end up contributing to the script of the live stream by saying things in the chat. And if I read it out loud, it's technically like part of the live stream. It's almost like, I'm reading a line that you conjured up. Anyways, what else should we do? I'm also trying to figure out what to do tonight. So if you're in Los Angeles County and you have anything really fun going on, maybe let me know. But do I really feel like engaging and interacting with people, especially people I don't know? Do I want to talk to strangers? Do I not want to talk to strangers? These are the things that I think about before I end up going out at night. What do you think about before you end up going out at night? It isn't necessarily in this place and space without me saying, I want to hear from you. It is fun to see people say things in the chat, and I do try my best to interact and engage in the chat, and also provide you with the ability to me and the others that are here, as it does happen. It happens with you, for me, for us, for all mankind in general. I do like that I'm here on multiple platforms, though. It makes it feel a lot more like it's happening these days across the internet. Not fixated and focused on one, but all. For the fun of it. Wow. You don't say. A casual chat about life, building a workspace, a workbench, and eating ice cream. Once again, AI is getting ahead of itself. But I don't disagree with discussing life. Well said, AI. So I'm kind of thinking, what do I want to do this Saturday? So you're with me as I'm in a transition moment between one thing and the other, spending the day with the family. And now, do I want to go out by myself? Do I want to stay in and just be on my live stream and try to battle people? I could. Or maybe like a random, spontaneous. I go out to. I don't like bars, so that wouldn't make any sense. What is that? All right, I can read the chat over here. Isn't that just the best? It's a fun place in space, guys. Do get to know me as I get to know you. It's fun to make it happen, but it wouldn't be happening without the smiles and likes and shares. Us just joining in and being part of a conversation that's never ever here for any specific one reason, actually. We've got many reasons to be in the live stream. I do hope you're enjoying your day. I'm having fun looking at the piano, kind of playing the minor keys. What do I want to do? It's interesting when I do the live streams where I'm thinking about what I want to do while in the live stream, where normally I should figure out those things prior to the live stream because it depends, on like how I can carry my energy through it. It does depend on what I'm deciding to do, carry the energy through the live stream to actually have it be a fun place in space. Maybe I see who else is online. I do battles. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do co-hosts. Maybe we wrap things up. It has been over an hour, but I don't necessarily want to not do 90 minutes. But then again, at the end of the day, it's not really about the 90-minute marker. It's about the quality of the live streams and what I end up doing within them. Thanks for liking the live stream. I do see you and jumping in and being part of it. I do see people coming in from all walks of life. I don't know who you are, where you are, what you're up to. As the audience says, shift here and there. I'm not sure if you guys are here for any one specific reason, but you could be. Maybe just to look at me, maybe just to listen to me. I'm not sure. What else goes on Saturday? Oh, right, I was looking at movie times. I forgot I was doing that. What's playing these days? Maybe I'll. Is there any fun places to go? I guess I'm kind of bored. Mm, bigger scales. Oh, right, it's already 8 o'clock, so everything else is gonna be like end of day showings. So everything else starts at like 10:30. Well, one thing starts at 7:55, but that doesn't really count. But then again, 30 minutes of previews. If I left right now, I'd be able to make it, but I don't necessarily need to see that movie. But this one says 10:30. That's more doable. This one says 10:32. What is this? No, that's a horror movie. Yeah. Yeah, it is a horror movie. Well, that's not a horror movie, but that one is. Oh, and that's a documentary about Lauren Michaels. Interesting. You can watch Saturday Night Live tonight, or you could watch the documentary of the guy who made Saturday Night Live tonight. The options are yours. Hey, Bridesmaids has its 15th anniversary this year? Today? Really? Huh, I didn't know. Ferris Bueller's Day Off also has its, wow, 40th anniversary. It's been around for 40 years? That makes sense. It came out when like, a couple years after I was born. Or, it came out a couple years before I was born. Ooh, that movie looks good too. Oh, they did a Super Mario Galaxy private theater rental. That's pretty fun. Huh. Right. BTS World Tour. But it's Korean spoken with English subtitles. Ooh, that sounds cool. Yeah, but both of those showings already started and ended. Anyways, the live stream experience is definitely a place in space. It has me on my cellular phone, telling you I'm here on the internet for you, but I'm also here for me too, creating the place to be a space for you to be able to, jump into my life, see what I'm up to, and also I'm trying to figure out what I want to do today. Do I want to do like, the day part's over. And that was actually well spent. Even if I end up doing nothing, it was still actually a really good Saturday. Saturday should be about hanging out and having some fun, not potentially stressing out over things or making it a task heavy day, unless you have to work every Saturday. That's unfortunate, but a Saturday could be pretty much any day of the week. I know that's contradicting, that doesn't make any sense. But I'm a Benjamin and I do what I can. If you are having fun watching my live stream experience, well, great to have you here. And I do appreciate you jumping in and being within it. Oh, maybe I'll go to Universal Studios. There's like that City Walk thing, and they have some show times. Yes, they do have some show times. 10:15. That seems doable. The thing is, I'm 20 minutes away from it. Isn't that great? 20 minutes away from a theme park. That's the closest theme park I live to. I live close to it. Yeah. So for those of us that live in like the Los Angeles County area, you could be living close to Six Flags. You could live close to Universal Studios or to Disneyland or to Knott's Berry Farm. If you live close to Disneyland, you might live closer to Knott's Berry Farm. If you live close to Knott's Berry Farm, you might live closer to Disneyland because they're like right by each other. They're like exits away. Anyways, the live stream experience has me saying I'm a Benjamin doing what I can to create it to be a place and space of the internet for anyone that loves to be within it. To get to know me as I get to know you, appropriately, of course, keeping into consideration that it's a place and space that has me showing up with me in my real life, and you're showing up from whatever real life you're telling me about. So it's whatever narrative you want to sell to me. So if you do want me to think you're a specific age, you totally could lie to me. I don't necessarily have the ability to call BS out on absolutely everything said to me, but I do hope you're showing up appropriately. Or I could just get ice cream later on tonight. That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. I do like ice cream. Well, maybe I'll just do that. Anyways, it's really fun to make these live streams happen. I don't know where you're coming from in life, but I do appreciate you jumping in and being part of a place and space of the internet that has me doing what I can to create it for anyone that wants to be within it. I don't know where you're coming from though, so I do hope you're enjoying your day. If you're not having a good day, well, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? Nah, that's not good. Okay, that's weird. All right, I ended up, yeah, I ended up opening up TikTok for a second because I was going to check on something, but then there was this video that honestly didn't need to completely play out to tell me those things. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things happening in the world. If you're looking for a live stream experience that's not going to necessarily fixate or focus on any of the things that are happening in life, well, this might be the place for you to stay in. Maybe I should go out and just buy myself something like ice cream. No, I have ice cream here. I could just get the ice cream. Well, welcome to it, guys. I don't know where you're coming from in life, but I do appreciate you jumping in and making it fun for me. It's basically piano talk on this Saturday. That's not what my original intention was. I wasn't actually sure what we were going to do. I brought cake in my live stream, and I brought some chicken and a positive attitude. And now it's just kind of turning into more of like a, what do I do? What do I do? I'm getting antsy. I do like my live streams, but also I'm living my real life, trying to think, where do I want to go from here? Have you been thinking about what you want to do tonight? Have you already gone out and you've come home? If you're thinking about yourself having a good time and making sure to give yourself that good time, maybe you should contact one of them pals of yours or get yourself out and about. Maybe go see a movie. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but you're watching me figure it out in real time, so welcome to it. Exciting, right? This is what it looks like when I'm basically sitting within the garage, live streaming myself to once again live stream myself. Is I've delayed it multiple times today, but I like changing it up. Thanks for liking the live stream. I see you liking it, loving it, and being within it. We appreciate. Oh, thanks for saying you appreciate it. I do appreciate you guys appreciating it. It's nice having you guys all jumping to be within it. I'm a Benjamin doing what I can on a daily basis, but it really wouldn't be happening without you guys being within it too. So I don't know who you are, where you are, what you're up to, but I do see that we've got things happening within this live stream experience from people from all over the world. So do be polite and be within it and appropriate in an appropriate way that makes it so that I'm not like necessarily like trying to save myself in conversation or potentially save the overall conversation. Oh gosh, that actually feels really good to kind of lay back. Well, I guess I am tired too. Are you tired? Did you have a good day? Did you have a bad day? You want to tell me about it? Go ahead. Write something in the chat. Say what you want to say. Do what you want to do within this place and space. It is what you make it. So don't necessarily make it a place and space that you're going to regret how you decided to interact and engage. Be a follower if you haven't become one yet. And I do hope that you take the time to join in and be part of the conversation outside the live stream with me and others, even on Instagram and on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, the Discord server, all that jazz. Go to my links and find yourself in the places you want to be with me as I'm here. Let's see what's playing at the Universal City Walk. I mean, why not, right? So what we got here, lots of things are playing. I've not heard of that movie. I haven't heard of that movie. I haven't heard of that movie. Haven't heard of that movie either. And I work within the film industry, so that's not good. No, but I have heard of this movie and this movie and that movie as well and that movie too and even that movie. Wow, there's a lot of movies I've heard of. But then again, do I want to go that far? Who knows? When it comes down to me creating the place to be a space, it is what you make it as well. So just be mindful of that. I just want to remind you. I don't need to say it 100 more times, but I probably need to say it at least 50. Anyways, thanks for joining in and making it fun. To have this be a place I'm just honored to be creating it. Rewards. This week's movies. Upcoming reservations. Ooh. Add a profile pic. Ah. Well, so you could really see 4 movies a week? This seems stupid. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, I do enjoy my live streams for what they are. I'm just kind of figuring out what I want to do today. So you're observing me in real life, kind of like being what, indecisive at the end of the day, trying to figure out where to be. Ohana674, thanks for being here. Mimi Kiki, I think, is over there on the TikTok, or she was. I don't know where she is right now, but Mimi Kiki will come back into the chat to say hi to you as well. Thanks for being here, Kate, and thanks for enjoying the live stream for what it is. You're someone that always keeps coming back, so I really do appreciate you coming in. I like the likes and the shares, and you just jumping in with that positive energy. I hope you had a good day. Feel free to tell us how your day was in the chat. If you're new here, well, welcome. If you're returning, I do try my best to get to know those that have come into the live stream experience time and time again. And, I do what I can, but I'm not necessarily going to have it be perfect. When will it be perfect? I don't know. When the bugs that fly around out here, it's because I'm leaving the garage door open. Yeah, I can close that thing. Maybe buying a Lego would be fun. What would be fun? I don't know. What do you think I should do tonight? Do let me know in the chat if you guys think I should do anything specific or if I should stay on and try to create a more live stream experience that's more enticing and maybe engaging. We could see who's also co-hosting, try to grab some co-hosts. Fan Club Hub. Oh, it's nice to have one of those. Where is that bug going? Anyways, the live stream experience has me trying to decide where am I going from here. I probably should have done the barbecue live stream or the chit chat Saturday morning live stream that I was originally going to do. What ended up happening was there was going to be a live stream in the morning, then I was going to do chit chat. But there were things that happened last night that kept me up really late. Personal related, it's all good. And then what ended up happening was I was like, I can't do that, but not due to any other reason other than the fact of exhaustion. And then I was able to kind of get my energy back and whatnot. Yeah, I don't have endless energy. I can't stay up all night and then not have that affect me. And then what ended up happening was I was going to do another live stream, and then I was like, you know what? I don't want to do the live stream while I'm cooking with the entire family, because then if I do that, I don't get to actually cook with everybody else, and I can be in the kitchen with everybody else and kind of cook with everyone if I didn't do a barbecue live stream experience, which was the other thing I ended up not doing today too. So I had 2 different live streams that I ended up not really doing, not because I really didn't feel it, but because it just didn't kind of work out. There was other things and other temptations that were brought to mind. But then after that, it turned into, well, what do you want to do tonight? And then before going out, I was, well, you should probably live stream. You do have it already set up, which made it a lot easier because it was already out here, all ready to go. On this tripod, of course. I could have taken this over to where the grill was and done a grilling live stream, but I didn't do that. No, what I ended up doing was this, which is still just as much fun when it comes to me documenting my life and also providing a place and space for people to come in and be part of the conversation. It is exactly what I advertised it to be. It's not necessarily anything more enticing than that, but we aren't doing any cooking, which we haven't done cooking for a couple of days now. But it is an interesting thing to be able to create the live streams across the platforms. Maybe we do another one even later tonight. Maybe we eat fast food. I don't know. But do I have to stay much longer? I could stop it and then start it later. Or I could stay. We could just figure it out together as it goes along. As it goes along. Yes, as it goes along. The day is the day, and day in and day out. I'm a Benjamin doing what I can. It's April 18th. Oh my goodness, it's almost the end of April. Here's the thing, is after it's the end of June, all of a sudden it's September. And then the whole year is over. The only 2 months that actually make it feel like they're the 2 months of that year that I'm like, oh, there's still so much left in the whole year. It's the first 2 months of the year. After February, everything just flies by. Although when I was little, it felt like time moved by a lot faster. It looks like Mimi Kiki's joined us again. Mimi Kiki's back. Mimi Kiki. Johanna674 over there on YouTube said hello to you. That's right. Kate said hi to you. It's nice to have you guys jump in and be part of it, creating the relationships, being nice to the moderators, being nice to each other. It's nice to see you guys form those relationships, those bonds. Now, it's a Saturday. So I feel like if I'm going to stay on, I should probably do like battles and do what everybody else is doing here online. But do I want to? Well, it's on the screen behind me, so it'd be well documented on the YouTube. Yeah, Katie the Little Pumpkin's over there on the I went to go watch the Coachella set. Oh, right. Mimi Kiki brings up a really good point. I am competing with Coachella when I'm live. Even though that sounds weird, like that shouldn't work. It does. See, the results are so strange to me. I'm not sure why that is, but I think it's a issue they have with the way that the apps function. But I don't know where you're coming from in life, or if you're here for me or someone else. But if you are here for me, I am here. So you lucked out. I'm here for you. But if you're not here for me, unfortunately, this live stream isn't that person you're looking for. It's me instead. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though. I mean, it is what you make it, and it is a place in space that has, multiple screens of me on there for you to be able to gander at. And I just got to keep this one over here as well, because this one's the one that shows me that the YouTube live stream's working. Yeah, sometimes we have connection issues. Anyways, I'm a Benjamin doing what I can, trying to figure out what I want to do this Saturday night. I'm not sure. It's be here with each other. Thanks for the jewels and the gifts. But I could be one day. Hello to you too, Tiffany Crawford. Thanks for liking the live stream, Ella. Do feel free to tell us how your day was. It's a live stream experience. It'll be here for a bit longer. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the rest of my Saturday, but I'm trying to figure it out. What do I want to do? Me, Benjamin. Do I want to go to a movie? Do I want to call up friends and try to meet up with friends? Even though I don't really like meeting up on Saturdays as much as I used to, because people tend to want to go drinking and stuff. And I just don't really enjoy a bar setting. Plus, the music is loud, and I'm already hearing impaired. So it's like I'm basically showing up somewhere to nod my head and act like I hear everybody I'm talking to, which can be awkward at times. But then again, sometimes there's some good music, and then that's a whole different story on its own. But when it comes to Saturday nights, you have piano practice tomorrow. Well, I hope you have a good time at your piano practice. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part. I play it therapeutically, not professionally. That's why I'm not playing any traditional songs. We're here across the platforms. And be within it on any of them, whichever one you find to be the most engaging and enticing for you to be a viewer of. We've had a couple of hiccups here and there, but as I do create it on these platforms, it isn't going to be edited. It won't be filtered. It'll be what it is. My live stream with you at this moment in time, where I'm documenting my day and I'm also giving you the ability to look back and revisit it. This is more, I guess, documenting me being like, I guess, kind of antsy or a little eager to figure out what to do next. I did my live stream. Well, I mean, I did have original plans today to do things to make sure to kind of give the nighttime to be able to meet up with people that aren't normally in town, but then they ended up leaving town. So I don't necessarily have that on my agenda, but I could have had that on my agenda. Piano. Fun, right? Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for being part of it. I don't necessarily know how to play the piano, but I do know how to show up online and create a place in space that has me trying to figure out what I want to do for the rest of the night. I could just make popcorn and sit here and just kind of play with the piano, but then it'd be a lot of this. And do you really want that? Or maybe you do. I don't know. How did the rest of the table go? It went pretty well. Yeah, I did. I did end up completing it, but then it ended up not being the table my mother ordered. It's not what she actually ordered. She got confused in her basket and ordered that one instead of the other one that she meant to order. I guess she was trigger happy with buying it. I know it's an oh-no situation, but now she just kind of she's cool. There's just nowhere to put it. 4 minutes until we're at 90 minutes. But really, does that mean anything? I could go even longer. I should stay in the live stream until I decide what to do. What do I want to do? I mean, I could do battles, but the thing is, that's a whole nother social thing. It's me talking to strangers, showing interest in whatever they're up to, and potentially even giving them conversation. Giving them conversation. Not having conversation, giving them conversation. It kind of feels that way a lot of the time in my life. That I just give people conversation rather than, have conversation. There's a huge difference. Look it up on your own. Anyways, let's see who is online when it comes to gaming and whatnot. Or not gaming. Oh, Smith is online, but he's co-hosting with some pals. I do appreciate people coming in and being within it. If you're looking at the screen behind me, you can actually see all of the people it recommends that I co-host with. Yeah, these are the people that either I watch their live streams or they watch my live streams, and it is actually like recommended that I end up being with some of these people. Like these people are also recommended as well. Mr. Baba's right there, handsome boy, all sorts of people. Yes, anything interesting happened today? You work today? Really? I didn't know that, Ella. You work on Saturdays? That's too bad. But then again, some people like working on Saturdays. Saturday today was a family day. It was kind of intense at times. I did play myself some Magic the Gathering. It was a lot of fun. And in a family environment with the setting what it is, well, I mean, it's seen as really nerdy to play the game of Magic the Gathering. But that doesn't mean that it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, though. Anyways, the live stream experience is definitely a place in space that has me defending Magic the Gathering, though. It is deliciously fun to play. And if you're asking yourself, what does that even mean? It means it's great. Delicious things are fantastic. Everybody loves a delicious thing. Magic the Gathering is a card game from like the 80s, coinciding with the whole, distribution of cards that make it so wizards can build a deck of magic. Ish. I think I explained it well enough. Anyways, the live stream experience isn't necessarily going to teach you how to play Magic because I don't think I can do that. No, I'm not qualified. Don't you need to be trained? You don't need to be trained. Well, that makes sense too. The live stream experience is definitely a place in space that has me learning things, saying things, and also just being here talking a lot. You're not familiar with the game? It's okay. It's not like I think it's popular, but it's popular amongst specific circles. I do have the concentration of trying to play the piano. I mean, the cheese factory would be fun. That's a really good point. Just to go and get cheesecake. I mean, that's not wrong. I would enjoy some cheesecake. But do I really want to do that tonight? What do I want to do? It's been my 90 minutes, and I've delayed live streaming multiple times today. And as I found the time to live stream now, it does kind of feel like I'm just doing it because I can at this moment in time. While I'm also trying to figure out what I want to do with the rest of my night. Do I want to try to hit up friends? Do I not want to try to hit up friends? Do I want to be social? Do I not want to be social? Do I want to be social online? Do I not want to be social online? In and out, get a shake. So, that's affordable. Now, that is a good thing to do. I could go to In and Out, but do I really want to go to In and Out and then not get a burger? It's hard. Anyways, earlier this week, I went to In and Out to get my family food, and the weirdest thing happened. This has never happened to me before. I pulled up and there were 3 cars ahead of me. If you know, 3 cars, a line of just 3 cars, and then behind me, the line got so long, so fast. It was all about my timing right there. I made it into line when there was only 3 cars ahead of me, and I couldn't believe it. And it's the fastest I've ever gone through the line in my whole life. No line at all, basically. Yeah, Ella's basically onto something right there. 3 cars ahead of me was basically no line at all because within the next 10 minutes, I was out. I was done. I was done. I was not there anymore. And that's not a thing that normally happens when you go to In-N-Out. If you can get to that point, it's still fast food, so they make food really fast. But if there's like 3 cars ahead of you, you're not going to be there for very long. But as soon as you get past the whole 5, 6 car thing, 7, 8, 9 cars, it's normally like a line of at least 10 to 15. That's, yeah, on like a regular day. That's the norm. Huh? Piano. Welcome to my piano time. I know I'm competing with a bunch of artists that are also Coachella artists. People watching their live streams. This isn't that type of live stream, but it is a live stream experience so you can have some fun looking at me, say things at me, do things with the live stream by interacting in the chat, get to know the others that are here, maybe have fun outside of the live stream experience on my Discord server. It's a fan club community experience. Be in it if you want to be in it and do enjoy it for what it is. A place and space of the internet that has us all engaging and interacting. As it is a place and space over there that has the channels for you to ask me questions and also talk to each other. Do be mindful of what you share. And if you're under 18, please don't join the Discord server. And if you're over 18, please don't have over 18 conversations on the Discord server. Read through the rules. It's a PG-13 environment. I can't necessarily muscle it, and I don't want you guys to be disclosing too much information, whether it be nasty or not nasty. It's not a place and space for us to disclose too much information about ourselves because it is a public space and place. Everything you say there is public. If you're putting secrets down there, technically they're not secrets anymore. It's public information for the bots and the programs to read as well. Yes. Thanks for being here and thanks for being within it. I do hope everyone's enjoying their day and having a fun time on this Saturday of Saturdays. Sunday's tomorrow. Were you looking for a Sunday? Because this is a Saturday. Welcome to this Saturday live stream experience. But if you're looking for a Sunday experience, come back tomorrow and watch another live stream with me. Cooking things? What is the plan tomorrow? Crap. Huh. I don't have anything on my plate tomorrow. So I guess I have no excuse. I don't want to compete with churches. No. If I live streamed in the morning, I'd be competing with like churches. That doesn't feel right. You watched the video from Jimmy Kimmel? The cane fight was funny. Thanks for saying it, Ella. I do appreciate it. The cane fight was actually a really nerve-wracking moment because they asked if I could do it, and I was like, I was like blown away at first. I was like, I haven't used that cane. I hadn't used that cane or practiced any of those routines for years, and I think that also showed. But I hadn't done it in years, so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna need to like practice this for a second." They gave me like 10 minutes to get it down, and I did it. Did it to the advantage. Did it to what I could do it as, and also I was really afraid of hurting myself because I used to practice that cane stuff when I was much younger and I hurt myself. We could do some of that in a live stream. You want to take pain lessons with me? I do have the beginner's guide, and we could walk through it and do a live stream experience. It could be fun. Thanks for saying it, Ella. I do appreciate that compliment telling me I'm an actor. It's fun to be here on the internet, and I do hope everyone's enjoying themselves. Creating the place to be a space is a pleasure. As I do make it what it is, it's a place and space that also has me online on the TV behind me. And with the others that are here in the room, it's a place across the internet on different platforms. Join in and be in it wherever you want to find yourself to be hanging out with me. If you don't like being in it, though, I'm not going to force you to stay here because I'm not in charge of you and I can't actually physically touch you. I'm here on the internet. There's a barrier. That's the best part. You can show up in your own safe environment. And I'll just try my best to make it a fun place and space, as safe as I can for any that are, conflicting people that are always trying to make problems happen. you eventually will be figured out, and your own attitude will eventually ruin this live stream experience for you. But I'm really just trying to create a fun place and space. And if you're taking it too seriously or you're too sensitive with me showing up online trying to just make sure to keep it really positive and fun, but you want to have serious conversation, you might need to look at it again and just say to yourself, this isn't the type of place you need to be within. Go and find those other places of the internet for you to engage in interact, discussing the things that you need to either talk about or want to talk about. If that's what you're looking for on the internet, it's out there for you. I guarantee it. Just keep looking. But then again, if you want to come into my live stream and you kind of want to mess with my energy a little bit, I totally understand that too. That's what the trolls and the haters are doing. And if you don't even know you're a troll and hater, well, that sucks. Hopefully you figure it out, but you might just think you're saying the right things, because I have talked to some people that are really negative in people's live streams, and they're like, I'm not being a hater, I'm just telling the truth. And it's so interesting to see people's perspectives. There's always someone having their side of the story, always making it sound a little different than it actually was sometimes, or potentially it actually was that way, depending on your perspective observing it. There's so many variables in life. What are you cooking tomorrow? Ella, I wasn't planning on cooking anything, but I guess I could. Or we could do something else. It's a live stream experience that hasn't had me cook in a little while, actually. And I do like doing my cooking live streams more than anything else, as it is a place and space I created to be here on the internet in multiple places, as I do try to do a 90-minute live stream experience every single day. It doesn't necessarily have to go just to 90 minutes. Like right now, we're at 98 minutes. It sounded almost like a song, but I wasn't doing it on purpose. Fortnite, probably my nephew will want to play. We could have done Fortnite tonight, though. Probably should have done that. That would have made more sense. I just kind of started the live stream with the setup the way the setup is, and I just kind of like, it's something I was like, oh, I'll just do it now and see what I can come up with. I've really been able to come up with anything other than you guys watching me play the piano and read the chat, which is really what live streams are all about at the end of the day. Just someone showing up and interacting with people online, because that's kind of how that works. They're just screens behind me showing me in different places of the framing. Yeah. Confusing? Absolutely. Important? Yeah. Well, now my phone's being used for me to. I guess. What else do I want to do tonight? I'm not a big gamer, so I don't really feel like doing that. But what do I feel like doing? Maybe I should go out and. Sometimes I do wish that I liked to drink, but I don't. So I don't really want to go out and do that. But what do I want to do? There are a lot of movies out, though. I haven't seen a lot of those movies. Yeah, I'm not normally in my live stream experience where I'm feeling like antsy about trying to decide on what to do with the rest of my evening. Karaoke is fun. Hey, thanks for being here, YouTube, with the AI summary, discussing a 90-minute live stream and planning a cooking session. Thanks, AI summary, for being so descriptive on what this live stream really is all about. Yes, yeah. It's nice to see it being said. And it's like discussing a 90-minute live stream, and normally they would tell me I went live for 90 minutes. And you should take a break every now and then. Anyways, what do I want to do next? Maybe I could go and explore something. No, now it's nighttime. Well, at least I was out and about during the daytime. See, that's why it's hard for me to live stream during the day, because like you look outside and you go, but it's bright and sunny out, and like there's people that you can talk to. And at the end of the day, it's actually it feels way more appropriate to be live streaming than in the middle of the day. But then again, if I do it more earlier on, it tends to be best for the East Coasters in the live stream experience. Yes, in the live stream experience, if you're on the East Coast, it's probably really late for you. It's almost midnight. But here in sunny California, where it's dark, it's nighttime, so it's moon-filled California. That's right. A sunny day or a sunny night. Miranda Rosanna is here, guys. She's saying it's quite late for her. And I didn't even realize Miranda Rosanna changed her profile picture. When did that happen, Miranda Rosanna? She's one of our moderators, by the way. Be nice to her. Do engage and interact, and say hello to her in the chat, as she is here to engage and interact with all of y'all, except for you and you and you and you. You know who you are, but she's here to be nice to absolutely everyone. Changed it the other day. Well, it looks good. I haven't really looked at it much, but I do appreciate you coming in and being part of it, bringing in those changes. Oh, you are here for everyone. Thanks for the heart me. I do appreciate that, Miranda. Yes, I mean, I thought she wasn't here for that one person, but that person I just pointed at, she's actually here for you too. What's up with you, Peaceful Kevin? You know, it's a live stream that's been here for a little while. We've made it to 100 minutes, but what do we want to do tonight? I don't know. We're trying to figure that out. That's what's going on. So do be within it as I do try to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of my evening. Do I really want to do anything complicated? Maybe. Do I not? You ate an adult chocolate, you say? That sounds interesting for you. Typical, but interesting. It's probably really fun for you right now, ain't it? Anyways, maybe you want to find yourself at a live concert now? I don't know if you even have that as an option. We'll accept this live stream co-host, I guess. Hey, man, how's it going? You want to battle? Yeah, you're on the TV behind me. Yeah, so you can see yourself as well as I can see you. So you know what's going on. Yeah, it's a lot of this and that going on. Yeah, so where are you from? Oh, yeah, there are tons of them all over the place. California crickets doing what they can to make it really fun for me to have it. You're in Mexico. No crickets for you? New Mexico, and you're inside, so the crickets aren't bothering you. No, I can't hear them. Dude, those are mine, though. Oh, wait, no, I can hear my crickets, but I wouldn't be able to tell whether you had crickets or not. Crickets are kind of the nicer of the insects to hear, though. But, yeah, like I don't want to hear. Oh yeah, I got the piano because it's just in front of me. I don't play the piano. It's just something I have, and I can play it kind of, but not really. But with the screens, we're just here in this live stream experience where I do live streams every day, but I don't necessarily have an agenda in this live stream. Most of the time, I end up cooking in my live streams, or I end up having in guests. I normally don't do battles with this setup. I do guest nights with this setup. So, like, if you came into my live stream as a guest, this is like what that would look like. But do you battle every Saturday, or what's your plans right now? Let me guess. You're not sure what you did, and they didn't tell you clearly what you did? Yeah, it's unfortunate. So this is your Saturday night plans overall? Your time zone is the same as California, right? Basically? It seems like, huh? Here, let's. Yeah, now I just tried to battle you. But you don't have to if you don't want to. It's here for you if you're here for it, guys. Do jump in and be in the conversation. I'm not just live streaming on one platform. I'm on 3 platforms, and I'm here for you. Uh, yeah, this is multiple stuff. So, but this is also on YouTube. So you're also being documented on YouTube. King J. Do I call you King J, or how would you like to be referred to as? All right. Yeah, so the YouTube's also in the live stream experience, and there's a Twitch live stream. Do you live stream on multiple platforms or just one? It's probably for the best. A lot of people think that's taboo, and that it ends up affecting you negatively. I think it's a lot of fun to be on multiple platforms at the same time because then also it holds all of the platforms accountable with whatever they've decided to flag your live stream for. What do you want to hear? Well, I don't know like any songs specifically, but this is more of what I end up doing when I end up talking my live stream and playing the piano. This is kind of what it ends up sounding like. But sometimes I do this where I control it as an electric piano, and it's just kind of fun to play it a little bit. Yeah, it is actually a lot of fun to have a piano in front of me, even though I don't know how to play it. And it's something that I probably will eventually learn how to play, but I can't sing and play keys at the same time. I can barely talk and play it. What was that? Oh, I work within the entertainment industry. I'm a director, producer, also a camera operator and an editor, an actor, all the above. What do you do? My grandpa was a truck driver. Also, my dad drove trucks too. Yeah, that's fun. I've heard that it's gotten a lot more. I mean, it's. I've heard that it's not as good as it used to be because everyone gets overly analyzed, and there's just a lot of documentation. Are you doing like deliveries? Are you doing like full on? Okay. And how long have you been doing that for? Okay. That sounds like you've gotten yourself. Wait, how old are you? Um, I would say you're 28. Oh, well, I'm 36, so I'm just a couple years older than you. So, yeah, 34. That's a good age. Um, yeah, I mean, really, when it comes down to it, the 30s are actually proving to be a lot better than I thought they would end up being. People didn't talk very positively about them when I was in my 20s. Yeah, like the 20s were an interesting time, and it's weird how time kind of passed by so fast. So it's nice to document it here online. Yeah, it's nice to meet you too, man. I'll give you a follow too, man. Thanks for being within my life. It was nice to chit chat. Yeah, I'm on an iPad right now for the TikTok. Yeah. Well, you have fun, man. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. Yeah, everyone say goodbye to him. Maybe give him a follow too, guys. Thanks for being in it, and thanks for being within the live stream. See you later, Jay. Oh, yeah, and we've got people talk about chips and snacking. Yes, chips and snacking. It is a live stream experience where I'm combing my eyebrows now. Telling you, I'm here for you if you're here for me, where it's documented for you guys to be able to revisit it and look back at it as we grow and get older. I'll be older. I'll be a whole nother day older tomorrow. Yeah. Not a year older, but another day older. Every day I get older every day, it seems like. That's why I keep telling people I'm not AI. I'm real. I'm aging in real time. See? I'm aging. Right in front of you. It's documented here for you to be able to look at it. I am a delicious wine, ain't I? Anyways, as I get older, I do get more handsome compliments as I get older. Ella's birthday's coming up. That girl has her Gemini signal being called upon in like a month. Anyways, the live streaming experience is here for you if you're here for it. Do join in and be part of it. Thanks for liking the live stream. A pleasure. 39767721. I don't know if I said your name right. Anyways, thanks for being in it. And I don't know where you guys are coming from. We've made it to over 100 minutes, so the live stream could end at any moment. So share it, be within it, and don't you go anywhere for right now. Looks like we got Peaceful Kevin saying that they're a May baby too. I didn't know that about him. What do I want to do? Do I want to go to AMC? I mean, I pay for that pass. I do have a Knott's Berry Farm season pass now, so I could just show up there if I wanted to. But do I really want to drive over there? The answer is no. It's a no. Do I like adult chocolate? Yes. I mean, yeah, I would say yes. Yeah. Do I like adult gummies? More than chocolate, but one and the same. Candy's candy. Anyways, the live stream experience is a great place and space. As I do create it on the internet, I get to know people, and you can get to know me to an extent. But remember, it's a place of the internet that doesn't necessarily have everything out there for you to be able to observe and take in. And if you do feel like you're getting to know me, that makes sense. Parasocial relationships do have that feeling attached to it. You're online. Or you can get to know me and I can get to know you. But remember, there's a whole other aspect to me outside of my live streams. This is a performance persona for you, but an authentic one. So you can get to know me to a certain degree with me mentioning the things and trying not to say certain things and then saying things. I could also do that too. I could watch both incredible movies tonight, and I think I'd be able to do that within the time frame of not staying up too late. But like, would I really want to like do that by myself? That seems like a group thing. Watching the first Incredible movie and then the second Incredibles movie, which actually those are some really good movies to watch. So I do like watching those movies. Looks like Peaceful Kevin's saying that they also like to watch The Incredibles. The Incredibles is an amazing movie. But do I really want to stay in? Do I not want to stay in? Saturday nights are Saturday nights, guys. Do I want to go to get myself something and act like Mimi Kiki asked me to get it, and then I'll be like, "Hey, Mimi Kiki, I actually got that McDonald's order that you told me to get. I still haven't gotten her McDonald's order, but I don't think I can do the amount that she gets. She gets all these nuggets, and I don't necessarily like the chicken nuggets at McDonald's. I know some people are like, "What? Why would you even say that?" I just don't. And I didn't like McDonald's the last time because I tried the Arch Burger, which was a mistake. I should have just gotten what I normally get. But then again, I also get discouraged and I just don't like it as much as I used to like it. I wish it tasted the same. It tastes different every time I go. It's not the same. It's different. Although it might be the same, and I've just grown out of it because my taste buds change every 7 years, and yours do too. Anyways, I do expect that McDonald's is smaller than it was when I was growing up, but I have no evidence. I have no evidence. Or maybe I do. Anyways, the live stream experience has me saying I'm a Benjamin doing what I can. My taste depends on my emotional state. Everything tastes delicious. What's this? Should we do this co-host? This is being asked by IKYK Jamorian. Invites me to co-host. Yeah, I wasn't feeling it. I mean, I could feel it next time. Let's see, who else is online actually for these co-hosting situations? King J is now added to the lineup. Hey, Mandy's online. Good for her. Smith has no vacancy. What does that mean? Oh, he's in live match. Mr. Baba has no vacancy, which means he's in live match as well. Well, we saw the list. Tell us a story about what? Cheese? Well, the first time I remember eating cheese. So I used to get lunch made for me by my mama, and she'd give me some string cheese, but there was this cheese that was also in some sort of wax plastic. And I didn't really understand how to get the cheese out, so I'd eat it with the wax. And I was told later that I wasn't supposed to eat the wax. The wax is also what made it weird, but I felt like I needed to eat it because I was supposed to eat everything that was in my lunchbox. Can't believe it's Saturday night and you don't have a date. Neither can I. No, definitely. Thanks for bringing it up, 3914. You're not wrong, she or he, whoever you are. It's different. It's the meat. You're not going to tell me what they do to the McDonald's burgers now, so it's not. Yeah, understood. It would ruin the live stream and the magic of McDonald's. But when I go to McDonald's, I tend to actually stop at restaurants nearby or farther from it. If I'm driving to McDonald's and actually go through the drive-through line, well, that means that I would have had to successfully not go to In-N-Out and successfully not go to Popeyes, which has the chicken. The live stream experience has me saying a whole bunch. As I do created it be a space for you to enjoy it for what it is, and we've got people making the obvious, statements of, I can't believe it's a Saturday night and you don't have a date. They're right. I don't have a date, and it is a Saturday night. I didn't have a date last night either. It is a challenging thing. I feel like I have to play off really well through the texting back and forth without it being like a DM that's like a date question, an in-person date question. You need the DMs to be kind of like a vague thing where it's kind of like small talk, but smaller than, to lead up to actually meeting up for a date where the small talk really does happen, and that small talk should turn into serious talk. But it is kind of like, you don't want to, the first date, you don't know each other. So there was this one thing that I was like looking into, and it's like there was this one girl that proposed that like all first dates should be like just 1 hour, and like nothing longer than that. And I completely agree with that. That because like you don't know the person, so why give them more of your time and to get to know them for a little while, for at least 1 hour, and then separate and then come back another day to bring it back up, then that one can be longer because that makes more sense because you also have time to think about the questions that were asked and the statements that were made and the type of person they were and the energy they brought to the conversation. And then you were also able to see like kind of how they were able to play off of not being in your same presence. The best way is to light up with them. Interesting. I would say, yeah, the Popeyes chicken sandwich is really good. Well said, Ella. I would say that's not normally the best thing to do. But then, who am I, girl bachelor, living my life, also telling you the dating world sucks? But it is something we can navigate. We just need to probably meet each other in person more often and stop using apps looking for that absolute special someone that is holding your imagination hostage because they might not even be real. No, they might not be. That's also the thing about the internet is like sometimes you get your hopes up and it just doesn't end up panning out right. You met Ronaldo in person. See, that's what's up. You got to meet up people in person. You seem like a really nice, intelligent guy, and I'm sure you could have success. I'm a female, and that's just my opinion. Thanks for saying it. And I can have some success, I've decided. I just won't necessarily. Um, there's a couple of people that have really tried to go out of their way to meet up with me. And then there's like people that are online that have also catfished me. And then there's people in my real life that I've kind of gone out with. And I have my dating stories here and there. But really, when it comes down to it, I don't really believe in the girlfriend thing. So I'm trying to figure out how to find that wife without necessarily making someone my girlfriend first. I know that sounds really weird, but also what tends to cause problems when I've gone out before is the likelihood of, you know, remaining interested on both parties. That's right. If I'm interested, sometimes they're not interested. If they're interested, sometimes I'm not interested. Having that sync up is actually much more difficult than I thought it would be. Thoughts on Sonic? Well said, Juno, asking how I feel about Sonic. We'll get into that in a second. You haven't been on a date since September, you say? Well, Ella, I hear you. Yeah, dating is. I go on. Our. When was my last date? Crap. Uh, Not this year. Oh no, I haven't gone on a date this year. Huh? What month are we in? We're 4 months into the year, and I still haven't gone on a date this year. The last date I went on was in December of last year. Shoot. Crap. That's not necessarily good. You think I'd get more dates due to John Hamm and Jimmy Kimmel endorsing me as a single person, telling people to give me a chance because, I shouldn't be sad about being single, which is actually what Jimmy Kimmel did say to me. It's like, don't be sad about it. And he's right. You shouldn't be sad about it. Let's go out. to In-N-Out. Mimi Kiki, you're not even in the same state as me. How would I get you to In-N-Out? I'd have to drive 72 hours, something like that, to pick you up, to then take you to the nearest In-N-Out from wherever you are, which would take what? You need to look up where your nearest In-N-Out is, how many hours away it is. 10, 15? Because then it becomes a road trip. A road trip date is a very serious date, too. You're not going to look it up? You're like, boo. Yeah, you're right. Boo. Boggle. You could always just meet for coffee or lunch. Maybe that would work. Short and sweet. Yeah, actually, that does work. Coffee and lunch is actually the best types of dates. I no longer take dates to movies, and I don't really want to do the dinners anymore because, like, I don't want to feel like I need to. This is going to sound weird. I don't want to feel like I need to give them the opportunity to go halfsies and pay with me, or for me to feel like I need to pay for the whole thing. Dinner is different. Lunch, coffee, people can usually afford their own coffee. I don't need to buy their coffee. That is something I've already seen. And when it comes to lunch in general, a road trip date sounds so much fun. Ella, I think you're actually onto something. But you need to know the person first. Benny, should the number of dates in a year be an indication of quality of dates? I guess. I don't know. When I was younger, I I remember there was some years where it was really hard um, to get a date. Where it was like I just wanted to have at least one date that year, and that was like kind of like the idea. After I had gotten to like 10 months into the year, if I hadn't had a date yet, it was like, how do I get a date? How do I get? I just want one more, just so that I could say I've gone on a date every year for this many years. But then I found out other people weren't even going out on dates. Like I have friends that haven't been out on dates in a really long time. Um, it's weird. The dating world's strange. But then I have no friends that are girls that haven't been on a date in a really long time. Pretty much all of them have been on dates. Uh, like, the longest a girl would have not been on a date is nothing compared to the longest of the guy friends I have haven't been on a date. And that's due to the fact that, there's just a lot of guys asking girls out and stuff, or maybe not anymore, but coffee, yes. Coffee dates and a good date can lead to lunch after. That's right. If it's an early coffee or if it's a late afternoon coffee. I have not actively wanted to date the last 6 months. Well, that makes sense, Ella. I do feel like when girls want to start dating, it's usually easier for them to find themselves on a date with a crappy guy. But when a guy wants to start dating, it's really hard for them to find themselves on a date with a crappy girl because the crappy girl thinks that they're worth so much that they won't drop their standards for the guy that they are actually kind of more in line with. But I don't know how that turned out to be what that is. But that's a controversial statement, and that's a topical conversation. We aren't necessarily bringing in topical conversations of live stream experience, but just from observation, it seems like the girls sometimes end up going out with some of these really crappy guys, and then the really crappy girls end up not even going out at all, which I guess is best. Or like they have like a guy that they've been like invested in, and they're like determined to get that guy or something like that. But the crappy girls, like they tend to not necessarily be like dating so much the crappier guys because like standards and whatnot. Yeah, does that make sense? I don't know. Anyways, I kind of lost track of all the things I was saying. You have no standards. Really? That sounds interesting. I'd like to see who you end up dating next. Yes, no standards, you say. Hmm. So they could be a Satanist? They could be a dog hater? Could they be a dog hater? Would you be okay with dating a dog hater? Or maybe one of those mermaid hunters? They go out to sea for what, 3 to 6 months looking for mermaids. If you don't believe me, people really do that. Anyways, the live stream experience is a place and space for me to be here with you. Don't don't check everything I tell you, because I don't actually know if those mermaid hunters are actually, that's public knowledge. That might be, a who you know type of thing. A mermaid hunter, absolutely. They're not looking to actually hurt the mermaids though. They just want to distribute proof that mermaids are real. It's not like they're hunting mermaids to like harpoon them or something. It's not whaling, but then again, it could be one day. So be mindful, guys. If you know things, you know things. You love the Disney movie? Of course you do, Peaceful Kevin. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. Like the UFO people? No, these people are not UFO people, though. These are the other side of it. Like the flat earthers. The UFO people and the flat earthers are not the same, which I thought was really interesting. So if you're like a UFO person and you really believe in extraterrestrial life, you can't be a flat earther because you believe in planets, which are all round. So the UFO people, I used to think the UFO people and the flat earthers would get along. They actually don't. It's incredibly controversial. So think about it this way. If you think that the base of the universe is the Earth and that there's other planets that have like life on them, then you believe that other planets can be circular, but not Earth. So then that makes it even harder for you to be able to distribute a confident, the Earth has to be flat census. But if you end up being someone that ends up believing in aliens and you really believe that the UFOs sightings are all real, then you have to bring into consideration that there are planets, not flat Earth, not planets, planets. You know, drinking gallons of water, you say? You believe? From my previous states, it looks like I have no standards. They seem nice. I meet up and they weird. Ooh, yeah, no, that does end up happening. Everyone's weird actually. That's the thing about a dating is you're actually trying to find the person that you get along with the best, with them having their imperfections and your imperfections being able to collide. In my opinion, as I've been alive for quite a while, I would say it's kind of feasible to believe what I believe. If you do agree with me, you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, that's okay. You don't have to. But when it comes down to it, the whole thing is we're actually looking for someone that can deal with us when we're not in good moods and in our worst state, and then also vice versa. So I'm trying to find someone that also is like capable of dealing with me when I'm difficult, and I need to be able to deal with them when they're difficult. And that means the communication needs to be able to reach a level that I have not yet to find with anybody. Even online in these conversations with me creating the online spaces and places, there's been conflicts here and there, but that just proved that I really actually didn't get along with some of those people in general. Even people online or people in person, it is not necessarily like a black and white thing with the dating. I'm not saying this is the main sell point. I'm saying this is the biggest factor. The main sell point is actually something completely else, something completely different. But I see people are saying things in the chat talking about water. I love the part where he is really thirsty. Who? 100% correct. Yes, indeed. Oh, like UFO players. What are we talking about? Where's your ice water? The ice melted, but the water's still here. The live stream experience is great and here for you if you're here for it. What nationality am I? Italian, Greek, Jewish? None of those. I'm Armenian. Thanks for asking, though. Not any of those ones, but I am an Armenian man over here in my 30s, living my bachelor years, documenting it here online for people to be able to look back at it and revisit it, and for you to be able to also look back at it and revisit it. If you don't feel safe in the live stream experience, so that's weird. You should, because it's documented for you to be able to look back at and take clips out of it if you need to be able to pinpoint things, as it is a place in space that is supposed to be showing up appropriately across all the platforms for all those that jump in as viewers. I am taking the time to try to engage and interact with even those that are bots and not bots. Whether you're a program or not, you're a user or one of the programs that are here in the live stream experience, I do appreciate you just jumping in and being a part of it. If you want me to give you a follow back and you're new and you gave me a follow, just let me know you're a robot or not a robot, or say beep bop boop or standing, and I'll take that as you're a robot, and then I'll give you a follow back. Because whether you're a robot or not, I won't discriminate against it. Nope, it's supposed to be a fun place in space with the positive energy. I feel like someone always asks your nationality like every night. So strange to ask someone that. I get asked it all the time, in public too. You seem to have a kind heart. Oh, thanks for saying it. I do appreciate you jumping in and being within it. I am trying to be a kind place in space. And I have been told before I got energy like none other. So I do create it for what it is, a place in space that has the personality of me. One, Benjamin James Magrdichian, like none other. It is in space, though, that's looking for that, you know, fun experience to hang out with you because it is online for people of all types to be able to jump in. That probably didn't come off as kind. Really? No, it didn't. No, it did. It came off kind. You mean the ethnicity thing? People are always asking what my ethnicity is. And some people are confused because they're like, wait, so what nationality are you again? And it's like, I think they're just trying to decide if I'm white or not. Which, you know, after years of being told that I'm not white, when I was younger, I grew up in a very white community and, some other ethnicities as well. I'm here in California. Anyways, when it comes down to it, I was always told that I wasn't white growing up. Always made sure to remind me that I wasn't white. And, in the last couple of years, I'd say there's been more advocacy for this whole like thing of the Caucasus Mountains and identifying who's white and who's not white, trying to draw some lines so then people can feel divided and not necessarily united. But I am Middle Eastern, and that's just the best way that I like to look at it. I don't really care about that whole thing where people try to go, so are you white or not white? And it's like, I'm not from Europe, so I'm not the traditional white that everyone used to say was the white guys when I was growing up in the 90s. But I am on the other side where it has all of the people that were labeled as terrorists, you know. And yeah, there was some of that typecasting where you could watch me on TV on some TV shows. That's right. I'm in some TV shows, and I do play a reoccurring Afghan villager. It's true. I really do. I have some pictures, and I also have some screenshots. If you can find me, I'd be amazed. Not one of my friends or family members has been able to find me on any of the TV shows that I was like consistently typecasted as an Afghan villager. Not one. But I have. I've seen that I am there. I do look a little different than how I normally would because they dress me up and I have my beard grown out. But if you could find it, I'd be amazed. I would be honestly amazed. This game also is available for you to play if you do want to watch me in the show Paradise. I'm on the screen for about 2.3 seconds. So you could find me. I'm in one of the episodes of the first season. And if you're able to find me, it's like a fun Where's Waldo game. Feel free to be able to look for me. And if you could find me, take a screenshot and send it my way or post it. And I'll be sure to comment on it. Maybe I'll even share it. I can shut that front door, but then it's going to be hard for you to walk out. But it's nice to have you here, Ella, noticing that, yeah, you can watch me on TV. Your food taste is baked America. I wonder what that's all about. What episode are in seasons? What episode are in season? Thanks for saying. Mimi Kiki said she loved me. Everyone sees it. She says it right there. Yeah, she says she loves me. Ain't that right, guys? Feels really good. I love you too, Mimi Kiki. Anyways, the live stream experience is a place in space that has us all showing each other some gratitude, some love, and some appreciation. I don't know her in real life, so I don't actually have the ability to say I like everything about her outside of my live stream. But within my live stream experience and over there on the Discord server, I love what she brings to the table. And Mimi Kiki, you should go to bed feeling good about yourself, and proud. I am proud because I do feel honored to have you here. So keep it in it and keep being in it. You don't know people in real life either. Peaceful Kevin had some hard times, and he seems like someone that doesn't necessarily know that security of having friends that you've known since you were in preschool, and you like really do know them really well. All of their embarrassing and non-embarrassing things, the things that they've gotten in trouble for, and the things that they're capable of. And you can't act like, it's kind of like that whole. I don't want to say that because that's topical, but and they know things about me that I don't even want them to know. There are friends I have that know more about me than I want them to know about me, and I know they know those things about me. Even though they're embarrassing, cringy things, I know they know some things that I don't want them to know. But they found out those things, or they came across those things, or they're watching it right now as I'm in my own live stream experience. It's here for you if you're here for it. If you're a friend of mine and you're watching it and having a good time, that's great. It's nice to have Mimi Kiki talk about the eye candy thing. I always do. The live stream is the best way to end my night. Oh, Mimi Kiki, thanks for saying I'm always that thing you like to watch at the end of the night. I hope you fall asleep listening to my voice all the time. There's this one girl I was talking to, and I was actually like, I went out on a couple dates with her. I think she would disagree, and that they weren't dates, which like confused me because like I was very forward, but like that's how it ended was really weird. But we only made it up to 3 dates. But regardless of that, there was this one time where she like was like, I was listening to your voicemail. Not voicemail. We used to do this thing where I kind of after the first date we got comfortable with talking to each other using voice memos instead of sending texts. So it would always be a 1 to 2 minute voice memo that it would just kind of go back and forth really fast. And there's this one night where like I sent one and then she didn't send one back, and she like fell asleep listening to it to my voice. And she like was like, I just fell asleep listening to it, and it was like stuck on repeat. So I woke up to your voice, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And I was thinking to myself, that's actually what I want to hear. I want to hear that. That sounds fun. Plus the eye candy. Hello. Thanks for saying it, Mimi Kiki. Acknowledging the eye candy in the room. Enjoying watching. Wishing you the best, and God bless you too. Thanks for being here, Warren. 3914. Thanks for the conversation. And thanks for being here on the YouTube. How do you spell precious with you sleeping, listening to you, and woke up with that? Oh, IMAO. Kiki and I do voice notes. Yes, you guys do. I've noticed that. I feel like you're missing the point on purpose. What's this point? Uh, voice to text makes sense too. It's basically the same thing. Which sentence was wild? A sentence that I said or a sentence that you read? What did you read? Oh, voice to text, you say. That's wild? Really? Out of all the things that have been said in the chat, that's the wild thing? All right, fine, why not? We'll see what's going on here. Hey, how's it going? Oh, wow. We're going to have to leave this, but it was nice seeing you guys. Have a good night. There was too much going on right there. You understand why I had to do that, right? It's just clearly they were not of age. It's a live stream experience that's here in these places and spaces, and sometimes we do come across people that are streaming that are not actually 18 or even close to it. And I do appreciate the apps for what they are, but that is something we do need to be holding to the live stream experiences on our own as well. It is a place and space that has people coming in from all. Are they literally in school? You guys saw that. You were all able to see it. It was like 5 kids that were literally either in middle school or in high school being able to live stream, which is crazy to me. And I hope that we can solve this in the next 5 years and make it easier for kids to not necessarily be overly indulging the online experiences too young, and to enjoy being out and about in person while they're young and can run around without having much. You heal faster when you're young. Yeah, I mean, some people don't, but I remember getting hurt, and it always felt like things would heal faster. You'd be able to go out and play with your friends a lot easier than when you're like older now. It's like, oh, my back. Anyways, the live stream experience is a place in space where I might be here aging in real time, but you could be also aging with me as well, or maybe you're a robot and you don't age. You could be revisiting it from the future. If you're in the future, how am I? Am I good? Leave a comment and tell me how I'm doing in real life. Yeah, if you're rewatching this, compare me right now to me in present day. In the future, if you're watching in the future, any number of days, a week, 2 weeks, years, you can do a partial Beach Boys song. I can do a partial Beach Boys song and I didn't even know it. Hey, thanks for letting me know. You're gonna be a very hot grandpa. Oh, thanks for saying it. I'm gonna have this content age perfectly for me to be able to look back at, hopefully. You at the show Paradise? Oh my gosh, time jump. Yes. You can dance if you want to. Peaceful Kevin's right. You can dance if you want to, especially to my live stream where I'm playing the piano. Get yourself up and get those hands going and just kind of go back and forth. Or if you're snug in bed and you're under the covers and you don't want to move too much, well, hopefully this live stream experience gives you the ability to kind of just shake a little bit in bed. Just a little shake. Or maybe just like a head nod. You could do a head nod. Or maybe you can cry a little bit. No, don't cry. Well, you want me to play a Flock of Seagulls song? I don't know. Ben, besides magic, what else did you do today? Sorry if you already answered. I did not already answer that. But it was basically a family day. There was just a lot of things happening around the house. There was people coming over and us just having some fun. Hung out with my nephews, my niece. I did not actually hang out with my niece today. She was just around. Listening, watching while I'm in the middle of cooking, hands free to speak text. Now that sounds fun. Yes, hands free to speak text. I don't know any Frank Sinatra songs either. So my Peaceful Kevin wasn't here for this part. So my mom also disclosed to me that that's the wrong desk. I put it together after she went to bed, but if she saw what I was doing and she realized what the desk was, she would have told me that that was the wrong desk. So we assembled the wrong desk. That desk is not the desk that she actually ordered. Um, so now we got to figure that out. But she doesn't want to return it either. She just wants to find someone who needs a desk and give it to them. And she's like, but it's a high quality desk. There has to be someone who needs a desk. And I'm like, I don't. Well, I like how Peaceful Kevin's asking if I need a desk, but the reality is I live at home with my parents right now with stuff in storage. I can't take it, which is also interesting. So there's just one thing that does happen every once in a while, and I find it to be very fascinating because my mother knows my situation. So my mom does these things where she cleans out areas of the house and she wants to get rid of stuff. She makes piles and is like, I'm getting rid of all of this stuff. She puts it to the side and goes, hey, I was thinking you might want all of this stuff. And I was like, where where would I put it? Like, can't you just put it back where it was and you can ask me if I want it later? And she's like, well, I already cleaned out that area. Um, but if you want this stuff, you can take it. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense because, like, I don't have anywhere to put it other than somewhere in your house. But then again, she's like, but the storage unit is actually kind of to the point to where there really shouldn't be anything else going in there or it'll be too hard to maneuver it. Plus, I can't necessarily just infinitely take things. But I do find it to be interesting. It's kind of funny. Um, you were shocked. Well, that's nice to hear. Anyways, the live stream experience has me mentioning it. Uh, I'm work, but she wants to find someone that, like, is within our family that's been looking for a desk or something that she can give a desk to. So she's like asking everyone now. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I spent more on storage until still than my stuff was worth, well, Peaceful Kevin, you probably have really crappy stuff then. The stuff that I have is actually worth it, you know? Like my books from when I was a kid to also adulthood. I have a lot of books. I was able to go through a lot of stuff and get rid of a bunch of things. And when it comes to the furniture and the stuff I have, a lot of it is actually pretty classic. Pretty classic. Like my china cabinet, totally worth it. What? It's like a table, and well, the table I kind of want to get rid of. I just don't know exactly where to get rid of it. Also, when it comes to the other stuff I have, like my Legos and things I collect, a lot of that stuff's actually worth more than its weight in gold. It feels like. I use my garage at the storage unit, so I understand having too much stuff. I use my garage at the storage unit, so I understand having. So you have a garage at the storage unit, or the storage unit is just used as a garage? Yeah, that sucks, Peaceful Kevin. If your stuff isn't specifically special, don't force yourself to keep it. Just get rid of it and get new things. As not as sorry. As not as sorry. Oh, I use my garage at the storage unit, so I understand having too much stuff as not as sorry. I tried to make it make sense, and it didn't. Interesting you love the setup. I do appreciate that. I do my live streams every day for at least 90 minutes, and we've been here for 148 minutes. No way. What a fun experience so far. We're gonna be here for at least a little while. I did get rid of it. I signed over the storage unit. Ooh, that's interesting. But I have my solid wood dining table from it. That's the way to go. A solid wood dining table is a hard one to find. One that's nice. Good morning to you too. It's nighttime for me, but it's only 9:31 for me, so it's basically like into the next day for maybe you if you're on the East Coast, where it could be 12:31. It's Amish made, you say? The Amish do know how to make a good table. I found that to be a reliable place to buy a table. And if you're thinking to yourself, I've been trying to find a reliable place to buy a table, the Amish do make good tables. Yeah. Do they, though? Do they? Do they? Anyways, I'm a Benjamin doing what I can to make it fun for me to be here online with you. You can engage in that. Kisses. See you soon. Aw, thanks for saying it. How old am I? I am 36. Are you 36? It's a fun place. I live near them upstate. I used to buy bread and butter. What? You don't buy bread and butter anymore, girl? Girl, you be bread and butter. I got mine from Marketplace for 20 bucks because lack of money. That makes sense too. The live stream experience has me saying things, doing things, and being here for you. If you're having fun being within it, get to know me by saying things in the chat. And I'll try to get to know you too. Though it could be a challenge at times with me talking to people on the internet, paying attention and also being respectful. People come from all walks of life. I really don't know you. I don't even know if you are who you say you are. Yes, I buy bread and butter from the store. Girl, you do love the bread and butter because you are bread and butter. They were so sweet. So sweet. What's the song about the bread and butter thing? It's not like I listened to my niece sing a song today, and the thing is, I think what she was trying to do was show her like singing skills, but she didn't expect me to draw the connection of what song she was actually singing. Um, but it took me a little while to figure it out. She was singing a song, but she was changing the lyrics. I don't think she's realized that that's a parody yet, but she's young. She's like 11. Well, she's like 10, but she will turn 11 soon. But that, with that being said, it was what was it called? A Genie in a Bottle. The song that she was actually like, she was taking lyrics from it, and she sung it the way it was saying in the song, but then she like changed the lyrics a little bit. And she, she's in her music phase where she's starting to get into more pop music, not K-pop so much, But when it comes down to it, she's just becoming, like a creative one, as we all have our creativity in this family, it feels like. A whole bunch of artists. Anyways, what she ended up doing was after I brought it to my attention, she just like disregarded me mentioning it. She just wouldn't acknowledge it. She's, but I made it. I made the connection. It took me a little while to figure it out. I used a credit card and then I never paid for it. Wow, that sounds terrible. But also, like, you know how to use the system. Ben, stop. You know I have a crush on you. Stop making me delusional. Thanks, LOL. Oh, Mimi Kiki. I'll never stop, girl. I'll never stop. In the digital world, we are like this. All over the place. All over the place, because the internet's all over the world. Anyways, it has Mimi Kiki here, guys. You get to know her. She's the mermaid of the live stream experience. And yes, she is single, but she's kind of taken. So be mindful. I will be an incredibly jealous person. No, I don't really know her. But honestly, though, if you're taking notes and you're trying to impress her in real life, I've learned a few things. So all you really need to do is get Nutella and pretzels, and you're going to win that girl over. So get yourself some Nutella, get some pretzels, and show up randomly to wherever she might be. And if you need to, get 20 pieces of McDonald's. Yeah, a 20-piece McDonald's nugget thing, 20 pieces. And just like be like, I have this, and this is like an extra, and just hand it to her, and she's gonna be like, and you're gonna win her over. Also, what else you can do to try to win over Mimi Kiki? And I'm not necessarily right about all these things. I don't know her in real life, but I do know her online, and I've gotten to know her quite a bit. But as it is a place in space, we do have it happening here with people coming in from all walks of life, and as we do have those that were born in the '90s, the '80s, the 2000s, and even the 2010 ish. It doesn't matter when you were born or where you're coming from. If you're trying to take notes to get, Mini Kiki, just to get her, which she can't be bought. She's a person. But if you want to get like on her good side and in her mind, you gotta show up to her with other things as well besides the those things. What else do I got? What else do I got that I could have picked up and put down so far? Huh. I guess I had less than I thought I did. Or maybe I have more. Who knows? At the end of the day, it's a place in space that you can engage with me and other people that are in the room. Do have fun talking to us all as we do create it to be a place and space for the human race, as Peaceful Kevin says, because he's saying it right now. And it does seem like Peaceful Kevin also gets the medicine from Mimi Kiki, who Mimi Kiki is also a really big fan of Dragon Ball Z and other things as well. So do take some time to read into those things so you can show up for her appropriately. And then you can impress her if you're looking to impress her. If you don't want to impress her, though, I mean, you could just say the opposite of things that I say. I tend to impress her, and I'm not even trying. Or am I? Anyways, the live stream experience has me at 36 documenting the bachelor years, sometimes flirting with some of the people that watch the live stream. But I don't even know if they're real. Sometimes I say to myself, what if Mimi Kiki ends up being a robot? It's happened before. Anyways, the live stream experience, or just not who they say they are. And then you're like, oh my goodness, I was bamboozled. That's also why sometimes I just don't really want to meet up with some people in real life, is because I like what's happening online and I want to keep the online relationship where it's at so that I can keep that going. But then again, I am a person with feelings, needs, and I do like a hug every now and then. I might not be the most physically inclined person, you know, but I do enjoy a good hug. Hugs go a long way. And handshakes, those are pretty cool. High fives, oh, love them. But for the most part, a good also. What's another thing? Whatever. Anyways, thanks for being here, guys, and thanks for being part of it. We're still here for a bit longer. You're not a robot, I promise, or do I? Thanks for saying it, Mimi Kiki. That's exactly how I feel about everything when it comes to us being in what are your needs? Peaceful Kevin, stomach, head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Damo arigato. Yeah, head, shoulders, and knees and toes. No matter where you're coming from in life, guys, if you're looking for a 36-year-old that just wants to have some fun online, this is where it's at. If you're looking for a 36-year-old to get in an argument with, well, you can try to bait me into an argument, and then you can try to make me feel like I'm showing up inappropriately or potentially wrong, so I need to apologize for whatever actions I have. But that's not necessarily within the perimeters of what I'm going to be able to establish here online. As I do have it being documented, I feel safer because it's documented online for people to be able to look back at the digital footprints, the digital footprint, which makes it a lot easier for me to show up online with it all being out there in the open. It's not necessarily a place in space that you can just skew it to make sure that you're seen as the problem, that you're seen as not the problem. Because if you are a problem, well, you're probably shifting between multiple live streams and you're always showing up in places and spaces trying to figure out why drama always follows you. I don't know. I'm not really sure. When it comes to me being online, I am still adapting to the drama that can be created online. But the drama in real life, I've been able to space from that for years. I haven't been involved in like real life drama in a long time because, well, it seems a bit unnecessary. OMG, Ben, if you do end up watching the movie I mentioned in Discord, can you tell me? I definitely can. I don't know if I'm going to go to the movie theater tonight, but I could. And I could end up seeing this movie that Mimi Kiki has shared with us on the Discord server. Seems like she got confused and didn't necessarily feel like it was a good movie, which that's feasible. Bad movies are out there, guys. It was on Netflix. Oh, well, now I don't really have an excuse. When are we watching The Incredibles? Peace for Kevin? I don't know. I was throwing it out there to watch The Incredibles on the Discord server tonight and watch the first and the second one, which does make sense. But also at the same time, I think I might go out. I don't know. It's 9:40, and I know that movies start between now and 10:30, and at some restaurants are still like open. Maybe get some sushi. No, Peaceful Kevin. It wasn't teasing you. It was brainstorming. You might want to feel like it was teasing you, but it was me brainstorming, which is not necessarily in any way supposed to be making people feel like I'm teasing them. It's more of me thinking out loud and trying to run through the options with you. But I do still want to do that. I would love to watch the first and second Incredibles movie, but that feels more like a Sunday or a Saturday morning thing. It's a cartoon. But then again, also when it comes to the Discord server, I really don't like doing the piracy thing on the Discord server. No, but I like giving you guys the ability to watch with me by giving you time codes to watch it on a device that potentially already has those movies. But I still don't understand why these movies don't allow me to do something where it's like I can pay for multiple people to watch it on like my Discord or potentially even do a watch party on these platforms where like the creator can pay to watch the content, to watch it with people online, with it being a variable amount. I just feel like the future has so many options to how entertainment can end up happening. And I do feel like we need to actually figure out how to make that happen, where social communities can watch a movie together online in a legal way, where that is not something that can be done legally at all right now. And I do believe that the theaters, the space for theaters online on online communities where people create like their live streams and build a little bit of a following and then try to do something like watch a movie, there should be a digital way for everyone to watch the movie together, online together, but that has not been established yet. I mean, it would make sense and it would be easier if that was something that was supported. But we have a film industry that is how that sounds weird because we have these streaming platforms, but it's very true, especially looking at the way that Paramount's dealt with some things recently, which we're not going to get into this. But it is a place in space that has me mentioning that the film industry is at a pivotal moment of change. And if you're discouraged, honestly, look at the tools you have today. Even with these live streams, it gives me more hope in what's going to happen tomorrow, as it is a place in space of the internet that you can take advantage of all of the streaming platforms, all of the content creators that are out there creating the content are just the new workers of the Hollywood industry that was yesterday. So yesterday, don't worry about that anymore. Look towards tomorrow. And tomorrow has us on the internet more, but also the internet kind of creating more of the vibes that will be here. Plus, a lot of the theater owners kind of suck. The people that own those theaters, the chains that are monopolized, that are claimed not to be monopolized, but honestly, there's only like three people that end up making all the decisions for the majority of the theaters throughout all of America. 3 people? That's nothing. That's a monopoly. That's nothing other than a monopoly. That's 3 people, except for the ma and pa places that are around all over. But that's not necessarily good for them either these days, because Disney's stiff arming them, making sure that they put movies into their theaters for a certain amount of time, even if the tickets aren't being sold. It's a sad time to be within it, right, guys? Oh, you thought I said it was my plan? No, Peaceful Kevin, I didn't say that it was my plan. But I do really want to do that still. I really love the Incredibles movies. I think that they are just perfect. Watch party options, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, Hulu, no ads, Apple TV, SharePlay. These services have watch party options. Those watch party options are very limited, and they're not what you think they are in the sense of what I'm saying. Those watch party options are not in the same sense of how it feels when we do it on the Discord server. Those watch party options are like we're watching the same thing at the same time, but we're not digitally in the same space. Our videos are synced. That's what that means. So the share play and all of that stuff is so then you can end up watching with someone else at the same time, but you're not going to be able to be in a live chat to be able to talk to them. You can use your phone, I guess, but it should be more like I don't know, like the way it was in Fortnite, where it's like Fortnite's starting to most likely what will end up happening is you'll be able to go into a video game and watch a movie in the video game because Fortnite and Disney are working together to have premieres of their movies be in Fortnite. So we're still figuring out some of these pivotal things that will develop the next 100 years of entertainment, similar to what happened in the 1920s of the last decade or of the last century, where in the 1920s we figured out sound. This is all within the 20s. We figured out how to make a good narrative, how to get sound into movies, and that changed the entire game. And then, a little bit after that, we figured out how to get color into the movies and into the TV screens. But that was really what ended up happening was the figuring out the way to use movies to the best of its ability online. The services, oh yeah, we'll figure it all out together. We'll all figure it out together. Well, I don't know. What else do you guys want to talk about? Does anyone have anything else they want to bring up? Should I go see a movie tonight? Should we do something else tonight? Should I stay here? Should I try to battle people? Let's find out. Let's look at what's going on the internet, and let's also check the cellular phone and see text messages. Okay. Those are some pretty funny photos. A friend sent me some photos. Yeah, you're right. Those are some pretty funny photos. And I do agree. The room is large. But we're at the 20% battery life on all of these devices. Ben, go to the movies or a walk. Oh, Mimi Kiki, do you want to go on a walk with me? Is that what you're trying to get me to go on a walk so that I go on a walk with you, aren't you? Hey, is Emily here? Or is it just saying invite Emily? Funny, honey, and believe it. I believe it. It's fun to be here, guys. Do join in and be part of the conversation. No matter where you are, who you are, or what you're up to, the live stream experience will be here for you to be able to revisit and look back at it. But do enjoy it for what it is as it's happening. I'm looking at my phone and seeing the different options that are happening within this perimeter of my, area. I will check to see what is going on. Not too close and not too far. That's right. Because gas is expensive these days. And it's just not worth it. Well, a movie does start at 10:30, but that means it really starts at 11 because these movies are all crap with the whole ads for. See, that's the thing is I don't want to sit in the movie theater and watch 30 minutes of ads. And then when you show up 30 minutes late, then that means you got to get out even later, and then I'm going to be tired tomorrow. And then what'll happen tomorrow? More things. More things and do has and do diddies and do donnies and do donies and do doonies and do dommies. I'm saying a lot of words. Anyways, the live stream experience has me rambling. You want to ramble with me? Go ahead, ramble. Only if you can hold hands. Oh, that is so sweet. She would talk to me. Don't get pregnant, girl. Don't get pregnant, girl. And then she's like, only if we hold hands. I remember someone told me that they once thought people got pregnant through holding hands. I thought people got pregnant through kissing. There was a whole bunch of us that were like learning as we went along with the whole like, oh, we had to figure it out. But yeah, if kissing really was the way people got pregnant, so many people would be pregnant all the time. But wow, huh? Yikes. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe I won't go out. Maybe I will. Yikes. I'm not really dressed to go out. I know I'm not. Peaceful Kevin's like, ha 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 ha. They just swallowed. Yeah, because if you were kissing and like people got pregnant through kissing, oh gosh, I guess you would have to always not do that. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for being in my live stream, guys. I'm a Benjamin. I could just go out and get tacos. That sounds like a fun activity. Oh, right. I said ice cream earlier. It would be nice to just go out and get ice cream and stand. I don't know if I want to talk to strangers. I'm one of those guys that gives off the energy to talk to him. That's right. I'm a talk to guy. That's right. If you see me in public and you come up to talk to me, I'm used to it. It happens all the time. Yeah, I'm a guy that like people go, I want to talk to that guy. What's that guy's deal? Dude, why you dressed up so nice? Where'd you get that vest? Mainly guys, but sometimes a couple of gals. Our last night, I did end up getting a stare down a couple of times. I was walking, and every time I looked up, there was someone staring. And I wasn't filming myself. I was on my phone, but I wasn't filming myself. But every time I looked up, someone else was staring at me. Or I'd lock eyes immediately with whoever was staring at me. And it was kind of weird because I was like, every time, like when I look up, sometimes there might be like someone that like is kind of looking at me or something. I dress up pretty well, so I do understand people are sometimes looking at my fashion. Um, I like the vest collection. Me too. Uh, who didn't get it from Mr. Rogers? Everything's from Mr. Rogers. But I looked up and there's just like all these, it's mainly girls that are just staring. Guys will come up and tell me I have a nice outfit. Uh, Girls that are in relationships that have their boyfriend with them will tell me I look good in my outfits. Not single girls. I know that sounds really weird, but it's very true. And it's normally around the bathroom areas because, like, their guy goes to the bathroom. They take the time to talk to me, and then I walk away, and then I see them with their like with their man walking around. But yeah, that does happen. The guys that I am mainly talking to that asked me where I'm getting my outfits are kind of taking notes on where I get them. So I'm pretty sure that they are looking at the outfit because they're like asking me like where to get this. Or like some people have been like, I've been thinking about changing my style. How do you like where do you get this type of out like how do you get these types of outfits without spending a lot of money? And I've had to explain it numerous times. If I was starting today, it wouldn't work. It just like vests used to be way more common to come across at all of these different thrift stores, and now it's so much harder to find vests. It used to be there was just so many, and there were so many that like it used to be like $2 to $3 to buy a new vest, sometimes $5. They were on the They were like on the racks that were always like this is all like must go type of stuff. And it was like that until like I'd say 2018. And for some reason, it just kind of changed. And I think it maybe people started buying vests too. I don't run into other people that are wearing my fashion, but it does kind of happen. Corn Corn Fed Fred invites me to co-host. Should I do it? That's not. Anyways, thanks for being here, guys, and thanks for being part of it. We'll stay for a little longer. The Rainbow Man, I've never heard of him. I don't actually know where the Rainbow Man lives. I know where the Gingerbread Man lives, but you know, I really only know the lane. I don't actually know what part of the country the Gingerbread Man lives in. But yeah, the Gingerbread Man. Somewhere over the rainbow. Oh, well, I mean, the Rainbow Man actually does not live um over the rainbow. That, you know, he is the Rainbow Man. So he kind of lives where the rainbow is, not over it. I have a friend who owns a vintage shop. So if you ever want more of vests or vintage, I'm always down. Yes, we have been waiting. It's a really good point, Peaceful Kevin. He's saying the right things, guys. We're here on TikTok and on YouTube and on Twitch. We're the cameras here in these places and spaces, with power being what the power is. I do want to actually plug power into the iPod. No, iPhone. It's an iPhone. Yes, it's not an iPod, but I do want to plug power into that to have that one have power in case I do decide to do more. I'm trying to decide, do I want to go see a movie? If I went and saw a movie, the next movie that starts really won't start till 11 that I'd want to see. Well, actually, that might not be true. I got to check again. We'll check again in a moment. Anyways, thanks for being here on the platforms of YouTube, TikTok, and on Twitch, and even on the server. It's a platform that you can join in outside of this live stream experience. Do be mindful that you decide to join in and hang out with me. As I'm online, it's a fragile experience. It really is. It really is. How many outfits were grandpa's? Of what? Um, my grandpa didn't really have like a lot of. He had like white shirts. He had a lot of ties. He didn't have any vests or pants that I took. I took his ties. When my grandpa passed, is that what you're asking? How many of my outfits are actually my grandpa's outfits? My grandpa didn't have the vest and tie combinations. I have one of my grandpa's suits, which is my blue suit is my grandpa's on my dad's side, and then my all my ties that are from. I have no ties from my dad's dad. All my ties are from my mom's dad. Not all my ties, but all of the really vintage ties I have. That some of them are really impressive. I took all of his ties, and I've been telling some of my cousins that I think that they should take at least one or two of his ties from me because I took all of them. But everyone's kind of like, but you use them, which is true. But I do think that it wouldn't be bad for me to share that with my cousins because we all have the same grandpa. Well, not all of us have the same grandpa, but the ones that do. Your grandpa had a baseball cap collection that he gave you. You have a baseball cap collection. Every time you're in guest night, you never show us your baseball cap collection. I would have thought that you would have done that already. Anyways, the live stream experience doesn't have me judging anyone, except for Mimi Kiki, but I'm judging her to be someone that I like. Anyways, the live stream experience is a place and space that's me just saying random stuff. I like all of you, not just Mimi Kiki. She just happens to be the mermaid of the live stream experience. She needs the love and attention. If I don't give her it, she'll disappear, and then I won't see her again. It's like the imaginary friends in our lives. If you don't pay attention to your imaginary friend, they disappear. That's right. And then they don't exist anymore. But if you do pay attention to your imaginary friend, they tend to exist and coexist with you. Her love is a glove. I've been fried. Mimi Kiki. What do you mean by you've been fried? There are red carpet fried, friend zoned, and imaginary friended. Oh, I was typing too fast. Freaky Kiki. I mean, friend zoned, an imaginary friend. I'm going to be really honest with people. Unfortunately, if you get friend zoned with me, it's not a very fun zone to be in. Because I'll tell people, if you're a friend of mine and you're friend zoned, I'll be like, my top priority is to find my future wife. And if I go out in public with you, I'm afraid they'll think that I'm taken, and then I won't find my future wife. No, that's not true. And really, when it comes down to it, though, the friend zoning isn't that big of a deal. Don't overthink it, guys. You got people out there that are really stressed out about the friend zoning thing. I've seen some guys get out of the friend zone. Here's how you get out of the friend zone if you're a guy. If you're a girl and you've been friend zoned, I don't know what to tell you, because I've every guy I've ever talked to where they've actually friend zoned a girl, um, the likelihood that they won't end up with them is zero. Because like they got friend zoned for a reason. Some girls friend zone some guys to kind of use them, and I've seen some girls also friend zone some guys to test them. Which, if you're like, why would a girl test a guy? Girls test guys all the time. It's kind of like what they do, and guys are constantly just kind of easy going with it, not necessarily testing the girl, which is interesting. But this is what I've learned so far. And here's my advice to those of you guys out there that have been friend zoned. Don't actually try to change the friend zone. Don't talk about it anymore. If they friend zoned you, just start treating them like a friend. Do not buy them anything. Buy them nothing. Would you buy your guy friends that stuff? Then don't buy them that. Friend zone them, reciprocate it, and if you reciprocate it, you can get out of it. If you don't reciprocate it, then you won't get out of it. If you reciprocate it, you also might be made into the villain. So be mindful of that too. They might be like, oh, like you were so nice before. Like be mindful. Sometimes they friend zone you, but they want you to still kind of be that like boyfriend type of feeling, which I've seen that happen a good amount of times. And it sucks when you see that happening. Out there that just want to feel secure and want to feel safe with the guy friend they have, and then they also want to pursue other guys. That's what you want to avoid. Don't be the friend in the friend zone with the girl that's like dating guys while also putting you in the friend zone and you're interested in them. You'll never be able to actually like get out of that loop. But there are certain types of friend zone, like if they're not really seeing anyone and they're spending all their time with you and they kind of have like established that there's a friend zone, just be cool with it. It's gonna be okay. It's kind of a test. And don't buy them anything. Just don't buy them anything. Treat them like a friend. Reciprocate that friend zone feeling and let it be what it is, a friendship. Friendships can blossom into some loving situations, from what I've heard. I've talked to some people that I feel like it's worked out for them. But there is a type of way that if you've been friend zoned, and if they're like using you but dating people also at the same time, you weren't just friend zoned. You also were weighed, valued, and decided upon not being anything more than friends. So it's not really being friend zoned. It's actually like a sentence. It's like a life sentence where it's like they really are more interested in the other guys that are out there. And you're a backup. And if you're a backup, I'm telling you, man, if you're a guy out there and you're like the backup, you're better than that. You deserve something that you aren't from the 1950s. You weren't treating women disrespectfully. You don't need to be punished. You deserve a good woman. You really do. You're not from the 1950s. You weren't part of the whole like women can't workforce type of thing. Like there aren't jobs for women, or the sexism of the Harvey Weinstein crap. You weren't part of that. You're not responsible for the past males' performances with treating the females improperly. You still deserve to have yourself someone that respects you and likes you and also will potentially contribute to your livelihood and even your hopes and dreams. Don't need to compromise that. But if you feel like you need to make amends for all of I only say this because there's one friend I have that actually made me feel like they felt responsible and they weren't even alive. So I don't understand. Like, what, you're going to compromise because, like, of how women were treated before we were alive? Or while we were alive at the earlier stages? I grew up in a household of all women. I didn't know about sexism until I went to college. But in my household, and in my extended family, The woman made all the decisions. That's just, I thought everything was like that. And, you know, it was kind of like a behind the table thing, like under the table. Like, I was like, oh, men are kind of like the puppets, women are kind of like the ones that are the puppeteers. It's kind of how I thought life was. And then, you know, I found out that like sexism's real. That's real. That's, I know, it blew my mind. What happened you too, Benjamin? No, I didn't. I'm not saying what happened to me. I'm talking about the friends that I've had. I was friend zoned in high school, and I wasn't just friend zoned. It was different than that. I was like broken up with. I was told I had no chance because I'm just not attractive enough, which isn't really friend zoning. That's also demeaning someone and just like kind of telling someone that they aren't ever in line in the same league. That's completely different. And to be honest, I think that that's actually more appropriate than friend zoning because some people have been friends with some of the same girls for years and then they end up like not end up like they end up not with them. And you're like, yeah, I mean, like you were with them that oh you get to be their bridesmaid. Cool. You're still single though. And it's like there's some things that are like that. You're sorry that happened to me? Yeah, whatever, it's in the past. You mean the mean girl? Oh, thanks for saying you love me. I do appreciate that. Mimi Kiki's going to bed. Well, now that Mimi Kiki's leaving, I guess I'm gonna wrap it up too. If you haven't said goodnight to her, say goodnight to her. Mimi Kiki's in the live stream all the time, and she's getting more attention tonight because I want her to be as delusional as possible. As delusional as possible. No, no, girl, take care of yourself, and I do appreciate you being in it, and I do appreciate your love and affection, as it is a place and space. You're gonna go dream about holding hands with you, if that's okay. You have my consent. If you do want to have a fun dream tonight, you might be able to, you know, hold my hand or potentially walk with me. Mimi Kiki is actually the one that gets to hold my hand tonight. So if you do want to go on a walk with me, I'll be walking through the Grand Canyon. Yes, the Grand Canyon. If you want to walk with me, you can't. Wait, no, let's switch that up. Where else would be a good place to go on a walk? Yeah, you're right. That would be a fun place to go on a walk. Well said. Anyways, if you do want to go on a walk with me tonight, I'll be walking in Chinatown in San Francisco. So do go on a walk with me in the Chinatown of San Francisco. It's kind of hilly, so have the right shoes on. Yes, and I haven't been to San Francisco in a while, so I won't necessarily know how to navigate it. So if you could bring a map, please bring a map. I will be there to go on walks with mainly Mimi Kiki, but I could go on a walk with you too. Just Mimi Kiki has to be there as well. So if you're going to dream and hang out with me tonight, well, everyone needs to come into it. Looks like Ella wants to be there. She likes San Francisco. Ella and Mimi Kiki and Peaceful Kevin are all saying goodnight to each other as well. As we are wrapping up the live stream, thanks for being here, guys. I look forward to seeing you in future live stream experiences. I think I will go see it. If I leave right now, I'll still be in the theater for 30 minutes before it starts because there's too many trailers before a movie. Not necessarily happy about that, but I'm happy to document it here on YouTube for people to be able to look back at it and revisit it. When you go to a movie these days, you get 30 minutes of trailers before the movie starts. Too much? Absolutely. Anyways, I will, but I don't really actually want to sit in for the trailers. So I guess I don't need to be there till like 11 o'clock. I do appreciate people being in it and being part of it. I don't know where you're coming from in life, but I do hope you're really enjoying your night and you had fun watching my live stream, which wasn't really actually as elaborate as I normally do them. And it lasted way longer than I thought, but also at the same time, I just have fun talking to people online. Like Mimi Kiki's here. She's the mermaid of the live stream, and she's saying bye with all the hearts. And honestly, Mimi Kiki and I are becoming too attached. We'll probably need to separate for a little while. But we are finding it to be good bonding here, talking about things, getting to know each other, and actually showing up for one another in a daily experience. We do have the moderators jumping in and being part of the conversation. I want to thank them before we stop the live stream as well. It's here on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and on the Discord server where you should be at least 18 years older if you do decide to join in and be part of the fan club community. The one is the Discord server is mine. Yes, it is a place and space for you to join in. If you are of age, you do be at least 18 or older. Don't be a minor. Hang out with your peers if you're younger than 18. But also feel free to read through the rules if you join in and be part of the conversation on the Discord server. Show up appropriately. Remember, it's a PG-13 environment, even though it's a 18 plus environment as well. It really is a place and space that I try my best to make it happen for people across the world, all over the country as well. And we also have another place and space for you to check out if you've been coming into my live stream experiences or watching my short form content. I'm also on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram, follow me here on YouTube, TikTok, and on Twitch, and also on the Discord server. You can get to those places through the links provided in my profiles. So do check them out and do come in and be part of the places and spaces that I'm creating for you to hang out with me and other people. Be mindful in how you decide to show up, and give a shout out to Mikey Milwaukee, also known as Cool. That's Cool with a K. That's Kewl. Yeah, cool. And we also have ourselves Joe and Javier, Bobo Gizmo, that goes by the name Brandon, Space Cheese, also known as That's a Good at Cheese Games over here on Twitch. Check out his game clips and also check out his live streams. We also have Peaceful Kevin, Cake, Juliet, Jamie Lynn, Miranda Rosanna, Mimi Kiki, the mermaid of the live stream, and we got ourselves just Kate, and we have ourselves a Lauren, a Lily, a Noah, a Jam, a Jam, and we've got ourselves a Lizzie, Izzy, a Rem, an Abby, Banana Fana Fo Fabby. That's right, I have an Abby as a moderator. Do you have an Abby as a moderator? You should if you don't. We also have a very, very classically fun and interesting watermelon of the group known as Jennifer. And a Foxesita known as Kajal. I believe that's everyone. If I forgot anybody, let me know in the chat. I will give you a shout out. I really appreciate you. And I appreciate everyone else being in the live stream experience, being nice to my moderators, and also potentially giving them a follow back, sending them messages, and also maybe showing up in their live streams if they do live streaming. It is fun to be able to create the live stream experience and be able to create a place of the internet for you to be able to engage and interact with me and others. So do take it for what it is, entertainment that you can engage with or you can observe if you want. Do come back though. I'll be doing another live stream tomorrow for like 90 minutes. You can hang out with me and be with others, and it'll probably last longer than 90 minutes, just like this one did. We made it to 188 minutes. That's a long time. Thanks for joining in on my Saturday. Do have a good rest of your Saturday, and I look forward to seeing you in future live streams. Be a follower here on these platforms. Do come back and hang out with me again. It's been fun. Ta-ta, toodaloo to all y'all, and do get yourself some ice water, because it is the unofficial live stream sponsor, and I do hope you enjoy a good glass of ice water tonight. Get yourself to bed with ice water, and join me in Dreamland in the streets of San Francisco, walking around Chinatown being confused, because I don't remember it, so I'll most likely be confused. But it'll be fun. If Mimi Kiki is there and she wants to hold hands, I've already given her permission, so yeah, we already have one person that can hold my hand. But if you want to hold my hand too, you can ask down in the chat, and I'll try to make it happen. But I really only have two hands, and I feel like it's weird when you hold hands with more than just one person, unless they end up being like, your nieces and nephews, where you're trying to keep everyone together because they have those tiny hands and they're small, and you can't let them cross the street without the parent or the guardian crossing the street with them. Yeah, I've talked a lot, haven't I? Well, the live stream's over, so do come back and revisit it when you want. If you are rewatching the live stream, take time to see if I'm live right now and interact with people in real time. But I'm here right now, ending it saying thank you for watching. And really, now you have time to check to see if I'm live right now. You can interact with me and other people in real time if you are in the rewatching experience. But I do appreciate you guys being here. Forever Day, thanks for being here, and good night to you as well. Thanks, guys, and do enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be over there on the Discord server at times to be able to engage and interact outside of my live streams, and I do appreciate you jumping in and being part of it. So toodaloo for now, but I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Good night, y'all. Have fun and enjoy Dreamland, and be safe.